Click the button.
All right.
Button.
All right, button's on.
So I guess we got to
Button's
do like the recap thing, right?
Last time on Table Thunderpens.
All right, we'll do a little recap. So last week. Oh, hold on, I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, that might be me. Hang on.
Is it Twitch or
Hold on, I'm good.
somebody?
You know, I'm good. I got it. All right, so last time on that we met, you guys had a nice little visit to Sundabar. And you helped out a friend. It turned out to be, a much more explosive encounter than you thought it was going to be. So there was something called the Ether Mist going around, and it was a friend of Fenian's named Moira, and she kind of ran this club on top of one of the buildings in Sundabar, and you decided to help her, but it turned out to be a much bigger encounter than what you initially thought it would be. But you did end up defeating the machinist, and Catalin, you collected a bunch of papers that you're not really even sure what they are yet. You haven't had time to really analyze them or anything like that. It was written by the gnomes, but you went back and you stayed the night back at the club, and in the morning you went to follow up another lead that Moira had given you. She said that somebody had been asking around Sundabar, asking about ancient legends, asking about artifacts. And the person just kind of looked shady and off. And it was somebody new that was in Sundabar, and he was staying at the Temple of Lathander. Upon going to the Temple of Lathander, you went and spoke to this person. He seemed to channel some other entity through him, told Fenian to go home, to stop pursuing whatever it is he's pursuing. And then he exploded. And you guys all got a little dirty. Well, except for Catalin. She wasn't dirty for long, thanks to her... prestidigitation, favorite spell. So anyhow, after that, you guys decided to book it out of Sundabar. The priest at the Temple of Lathander, he wasn't real happy about what happened. So
I wouldn't be happy either if somebody went splatter in my house.
You got back in the carriage and you headed out of Sundabar. Went out through the west gate, went around over the bridge that goes across the Robin River. And then you're on the path. Sundabar is miles behind you now. And that's when you heard the thump, thump, thump in the back. Oh, so Ron, unbeknownst to you guys, decided to... Oh, let me get a little music on here. Hold on a second. Let's see how this one is. I don't even know this one. All right, this sounds good. So anyhow, Ron, unbeknownst to you guys, had decided to go back to the orphanage, and he collected the 2 children that you guys picked up earlier. Catalin wasn't too happy about it, but, Ron is now a follower of Helm. So Ron, I think you picked up the t-shirt from the Temple of the Thander. I think you probably turned it inside out, maybe drawn a little gauntlet on the front of it, which is the symbol of Helm.
It's horrible. Like the symbol is off center. The text is like kerned improperly, and it's like, I wrote like real big and then ran out of room and I had to like squeeze in the M.
Yeah, cram it in at the very end.
It's horrible. Yeah.
You drew a hand, but it came out looking like a dick. So it's
totally.
It really looks
like a
horrible.
4-ball dick. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're wearing a big dick on your shirt.
Yeah.
But it's your symbol to Helm. That's you're honoring him right now with your penis on your shirt. So anyhow,
that's a choice.
I think we pick it up where Catalin had just called one of the children a little twat.
I did.
And they had peeked their heads over the hole. There's a little bit of a hole, and it was kind of cleaned up. And they put a tarp over it, and he nailed it down and made it look at least halfway presentable. But you do have a sunroof now, a permanent sunroof in your carriage. Carriage is it's led by 2 horses. Ron is on the top, I guess, with the kids now. And what would you guys like to do? Oh, and also, I have this is wonderful AI art. Doesn't get much better than this when it comes to AI
It's
art.
nothing but bad hands.
We're 2 days away from... Oh my god.
That's Daisy and Hans. Your 2 favorite children, Catalin, that are traveling with you into...
They're gonna die. They're gonna immediately die.
How could you call that a twat? Come on, Katie.
They're adorable. They're so cute.
Oh my gosh. They're like one step away from being, what is it, those like Precious Moments figurines?
Yes.
They pretty much are those, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How could I call it a twat? Quite easily, actually.
so let's pick it up here. you guys are in the carriage. You're heading east on Old Fork Road. You're probably a day if you pushed into the evening to get to Keep Kesselhart. Or you could stop off in Dead Snows as well. Now, Rexus, you know Dead Snows very well. The Lady Ice Spear, Arethia, lives there, and she's sort of the leader of what's called the Ice Spears, right? And they're a hunter-gatherer type of community. And they're very friendly, and you know them pretty well because you've sold your furs there before. It's right on the edge of the mountains here, and it's a good stopover point before you get to Keep Kesselharp if you wanted to do that. You also know that they have a place called the Hospice, which is run by a very friendly halfling, where you might be able to drop off the kids if you wanted to. So,
I mean, it's not a matter of if we want to; we're dropping them off.
I'm okay with it. I just want to make sure they're somewhere safe and not sad. In that order. Actually, you can mix the order up. I don't really care. But as long as they're one of both of those things, I'm okay with it.
Daisy comes into the carriage. She climbs over Fenian and falls down onto the seat, onto the cushion right across from Catalin. And she looks up and she goes, "Why are your ears so long?"
Yeah, I love her so much.
To me, she's saying that?
Yes.
Well, yeah, mine are long. We've established Fenians are not as long.
Yeah, so now you got to answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
And Hans is on the top with you, Ron, and Chunky's on his shoulder. And they're both doing the thing where they're make pretend shooting.
I will just tell her that the pointier the ear, the better you are than everybody else around here. So that's that.
He goes, "I don't think that's true. You're pretty mean, and you got pointy ears."
Okay.
I give her a high five.
See, I got you back.
This is why I saved them.
I would say this is how the kids are going to try to endear themselves to us.
Yeah.
I'm telling
You're
you,
like,
they're
these
gonna die.
people Catalan, we're keeping them forever. You're like, no, you're confusing the idea of being a better person with literally being like better than everybody in most facets.
He goes, "You're better than everybody?"
Man.
Yes.
At
She goes,
spending
"What's that
money.
like? That's really cool."
It's very taxing. It's very. But it
She
feels
goes, "Can you teach me how to be better than everybody?"
No, sorry, dear. You're not. You have to be like me, so.
She goes, "I don't think I'll ever have ears as long as you."
No.
You shan't. No.
You shot.
He goes, "I can try though," and you can see she fiddles with her ears a little bit.
Yes.
Put sort of like a clothesline.
Yeah, sorry, Gary, I had to refresh.
Damn it. That's fine.
Up on the carriage, you are sort of clopping along, Ron, and next to you is Rexus, and I think the little boy's probably in the middle. The little boy looks over towards you, Rexus, and your gigantic 6'10" lizard man form. He goes, "What's it like to be so tall?" Is the weather different?
She knows
And he,
it's raining before the
and he
rest of
pokes you, Rexus.
I was gonna say, see, first I was gonna respond like genuinely, but now that it just sounds like stuff I've probably heard from halflings and just other people who are shorter than me in like random taverns and bars, now I just want to punt the kid.
Yeah, that's it.
And little girl Daisy, she looks at you, Catalin, she goes, "Do you hear better with those ears? Are you like a superhero? Do you have super hearing?" She goes, "That would be so cool."
Yes.
She goes, "Can you hear this?" And she whispers really lowly.
Do I have to roll a perception check?
Sure. If you want to actually try
So
to
she
hear what she
whispers
says.
loudly, or?
No, she whispers over in Fenian's ear or something.
Mhm.
Oh God! All right. Oh, but you know what? I can read her lips.
Oh, that's true. You can.
So even if
you
I
can roll for
can't
that.
hear her, I can.
Well,
actually
yeah, but if
read
she's whispering in Finian's
Oh,
ear,
is she doing one of these?
She is. She is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's a little kid. She's probably doing both hands when she's
Probably.
whispering in his ear.
All right. Never
She's
mind.
probably
Hold on.
muffling herself.
I will,
Yeah, Fenian can't even hear her. He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm like, what the
I
fuck?
will roll. 13.
13.
She's not that far
A
away.
13
She's
ear
right
roll.
across.
Yeah, you don't actually hear what she's saying,
Oh,
unfortunately.
thought that was pretty
It
good.
just sounds like a whole bunch of like, I'm whispering a secret.
Regardless of
shit
whatever
here."
she says, I
And,
like chuckle.
And she actually didn't say any Infinian. She just went.
I'm gonna chuckle and look directly at Kettleman.
I looked directly
And nod.
back,
You're like,
but-
yeah, I can see the resemblance.
Eyebrow.
All right. Do we fast forward up to Dead Snows? Is there anything along the
Well-
way? I'm gonna make some rolls,
I want to verify that we're going to be stopping in Dead Snow.
or do we continue on to
Like,
keep
so
Castle Carp into
is that the
evening?
consensus between the group? Is that we
I'm
will be
gonna-
stopping?
I'm gonna
I
ask.
would-
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Rexus if it's safe. Like, is it a safe area to drop the kids off at?
I don't know. Let me ask my higher power.
It's been a
God.
safe place
There's
for you
potential.
in the past, but it is a dangerous place as well. I mean, it is a small kind of an outpost, about 200 people.
Oh yeah, it's also
mostly-
called Dead Snows.
The much larger city with
But they are very nice
impregnable
there.
defenses would have been much better.
Well,
But
what about
somebody decided to take them out of there.
I saved them?
Idiot. Sure you did. They were fine.
If I was gonna toss up between Dead Snows and Castle Harp, I assume this is the conversation we're having as we're traveling,
yeah.
yeah.
Probably.
deciding
Probably.
between Dead Snows and Castle Harp. I don't want to drop them in like a swamp with swamp monsters, but
Well, Kessel
We're
Harp.
dead is literally in it, so.
Well, wait, is Kessel Harp? Keep Kessel Harp. Isn't that? Is that more like a ruins that we're searching because those chaos
No.
caves are nearby,
Keep-
or
Keep
is
Castle Harp
still-
is an actual outpost.
Oh, it's an
um,
actual.
Yeah, it's run by the Castellan there, and they've been having a lot of issues themselves with raids from goblins and
Well,
all these
that's
things
not-
that are going on. It's also the last stop. Ascor is a ruins, but then you get to the Anorak Desert after that. So there are places in the Anorak Desert. This is specifically a town called Bralazar that you can go to where a lot of trading happens. You would know this, Rexus.
Oh, John, your little thing about Dead Snow says that now the town has about 800 people living there.
Oh, okay. So it grew from the time I
yeah,
said 200 to
it
800.
said it's grown in the last couple years.
all right, John.
It has. Apparently,
be
there's been
small.
a bit of a gold rush there as well. So people have been sort of flooding there. There's a lot of people that live outside of Dead Snows, outside of they have like wooden walls that are made of large stakes that are sharpened on the top.
Two questions. Number one, how long is it going to take to get to either Dead Snows and or Kessel Harp Keep?
Dead Snows you can make by mid-afternoon.
Okay, and Kessel Harp Keep is, I guess, like another half day or day.
Yeah, another half
Okay.
day. You probably get there at 11, 12
Okay,
o'clock
I don't
at
know
night.
what I would need to
Or
roll.
tomorrow if we stop at Dead Snow, because
I don't know what I would need to
Dead
roll
Snow's off the
to
path.
determine, like to train these kids to release them out into the wild. Like, I don't know how much training is involved and how long it would take. Like they do with like lions and like leopards and shit.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
That's usually a long
I
time.
think he's
Is it a long
trying to
time?
teach
Yeah.
them tricks.
Like if you wanted to teach like a bear, you know, like you capture a bear and have it at captivity, but then they have to train it to like live out in the wild again. Like how long would it take for the kids to be trained to live out in the wild?
Oh my god, like a long time.
Okay, so we don't have time
Longer
for
than
that.
you have, yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to come up with a plan C in case A and B doesn't work. I like to have a list of plans.
All right.
No.
I was about to say this
actually-
map is smaller than I thought. A lot of these places, I figured it was like a week to travel from like here to there.
No. It's more. It's not a week. It's a few days.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So,
Road trip.
at some point as we're approaching, so we're going to Dead Snow. Is that we're gonna
Yeah,
veer
sure.
off Fork Road and go to Dead Snow? That's the
Let's make
idea?
let's
Shopping.
make Rexus some more money.
Okay.
Oh, unless I've been hunting during these like I said, I was figuring it'd be like days of travel, like this afternoon of travel. I don't know if I caught anything.
We've got kids.
You do have kids, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what'll you give me for these?
Wait, are you gonna
Well-
skin the kids and sell them?
Wait.
No.
Is Rebecca still gone?
Yeah, I don't see her camera.
What?
I
I
refresh?
refreshed. My whole thing like froze.
I know, but should I refresh or can I?
No, I
just-
don't see it either. I think it's just Rebecca.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe just me, like, because sometimes.
Oh my
I took a Sharpie. I drew a picture of her, so I stare.
Good job.
Alright, hold on.
At some point before we reach the road to Dead Snow, and I assume Fenian is in the
That's no.
carriage.
Probably.
Okay.
There's only so much room on top of this thing.
Well, especially now that there's no roof. It's literally a piece of cloth. So I would close my book that I've been reading and kind of look at you for a second.
Alright,
And then
you
say,
guys, can you see me now?
No, I see a yellow
No.
square.
I see a yellow square.
And I even it should be showing my character art.
It's not even doing that. Maybe I should refresh.
I'm just gonna do that.
Anyone else see me?
Oh, now I see you. I refreshed, and now I
Oh.
see you. So
let me
maybe that's
refresh.
the
Oh
solution.
God! Everyone refresh.
Everyone's refreshing. Technical difficulties.
And that's how we went
It's
from
because
1-0
Rebecca's
to
an
0.
AI, so like I
Yeah.
think she's having some interference with her own camera, and then it's affecting all of us. And everything.
Now I can't see Ron.
Now I can't see you three guys. I only see Rebecca.
I don't see
I-
anybody
Oh,
now.
I see everybody.
I see
Oh
everybody.
my god. I'm hitting refresh again. If I screwed this up and I can't see anybody, I'm gonna scream and cry.
Be so
Now I see
mild.
everybody, but oh no. Okay, now I got everybody. Thank God.
Okay, I got everybody back too.
Phew. All right. Two
I've only got
refreshes.
Greg and John.
I need to refresh now. So.
I only have.
Oh my God, no, guys.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, yeah.
I see
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
The hardest boss in D&D.
I see everyone.
Every time, no, I don't see the guys now.
Yeah, I only see
Every
I
time
only
you
see
guys
Katie
All right,
and
refresh,
I.
now,
I
now
lose
you
you.
two refresh, and I think it'll be
Okay.
I bet you it won't.
See, I even
Not
had
very
logged
positive,
out
Gary.
and closed all my windows and logged back in.
I see everybody now except for Ron. I see a picture of Ron and Chunky.
Oh wow, there's
Yeah.
something going on.
Well,
with
that's because he
Steve.
has his thing disabled.
Yeah, I don't see you or Rebecca now.
What is up with? Should I log out and log back in?
Yeah, let's everyone log out and back in. I don't know why the feed
That's
is.
what
is
I
being
had
logged
done.
tonight.
We're just.
I
gonna
logged
do
out. I
this.
closed down my windows.
Bacalac. Cool. Yay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So tell me, Catalin, what is it that you
Yeah.
are doing?
I was gonna say, I close my book,
Okay.
look at Finian for a second,
Mhm.
and then
Daisy goes, do those make you smarter?
No.
She points at your book.
yes, I hand it to her, and it's not even in a language she can probably understand. So
She holds
You
it
like-
upside down.
here, look at that for a
Opens it.
second and shut up. So you,
Yes.
I've given this some thought, and
that's new.
no, I give a lot of things thought actually.
Mm.
But tomorrow, it appears that we're going to reach this keep that you've blackmailed me into
Mhm.
joining you.
Mhm. Mhm.
And speaking of said blackmail,
Yes.
I was thinking that it would be wise that you actually give me the scroll today. Because, and hear me out,
Yeah. Let's hear it.
For the brief glimpse that you let me look at it, I am very certain that it is a spell,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to take me some time to try to decipher it,
Mm-hmm.
and then see if it's something that I am capable of learning right now. And if it is, then I'm going to need a few hours to copy it into my book.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, if you give it to me today,
Mm-hmm.
I would be ready to
Yeah.
potentially use it by the time we reach the keep. I'm sure you see the logic in the.
Here's a
I mean, I
counter
laid it out
argument.
as simply for you as I possibly.
Yeah. Here's a
Yes.
counter argument. Since we're on the road, it'd probably be a lot safer for you to have four potentially stone walls kind of protecting you while you do all that nerd shit. So,
Exactly.
since it wasn't part of the original deal, no.
But we're going to this dead snow, and we're probably going to stay overnight so that we're not traveling in the middle of the night to get to the keep. So you see, I will have the four walls and all the other things. So I am suggesting an amendment to the original idea that you would give it to me tomorrow, and that we bump that up to today so that I could actually use it by tomorrow. Yeah.
But there's no guarantee that you can use it by tomorrow.
No, there's not. In which case, I've seen it, and I'm still out here in the middle of nowhere with you and the other two, and these ragamuffins. And where am I going to go? It's my carriage, and you still need the carriage to get you to the keep. Therefore, I would be going with you to the keep anyway. So, or did you think that I was going to abandon you all in dead snow?
When you say that, Finian just gives you just a flat look of, yeah, I would expect that entirely.
That does sound like something I would do. However,
Exactly.
you did make me promise on my family's name that I would accompany you to the keep, and I am. That part of the agreement is still in effect. It's just that the scroll part we would be expediting to today.
Also, don't forget, you have a pile of papers that you stole from the mechanist.
I know that too,
Mechanist.
John. It only takes me 2 hours to copy something into my book, but he doesn't know that.
So I'm just saying, you can also look at those and we can make a roll to see what you ascertain from that.
I've got a lot of time. Because I only sleep for 4 hours, so. Well, I sleep. Oh, baby. I was looking at John's screen. Now I gotta look down at. Hey!
Can you say night?
Night,
night.
night.
Good night, moon. Go read some Good Night Moon. I love that book.
He's so
Night,
cute.
small human. Bye.
Hi.
Hi, Christina.
All right.
You're feeling better.
Yeah, Finian is going to be unmoved by this proposition. And, contracts are things to be really, beholden to. And while, yes, I did have you promise upon your family's name,
Yeah. Which really, since you didn't draft any kind of contract and there's no written agreement between the two of us, I could still leave you in dead snow if I so chose to. Because it is
that's
my
a
carriage
great
and my
point.
horses and everything.
That is a great point. I could
I need
also just
nothing
burn
but-
this piece of paper.
What?
You've seen me. I use fire. What would happen if this
there's
just parchment
like
just goes... I've read it. Well, as much as I can
You
read
can't read it.
it. No, but I certainly can commit parts of it to memory.
I looked at
So-
the pictures.
Castle Harp or not at all?
John, can I roll an insight check and see if he's bullshitting me?
Yeah, go
That
ahead.
he would
you
actually
can.
burn
Let's
it.
roll opposing then. If,
I don't
if
know-
you are
yeah.
actually lying. I don't know if you are or not.
I don't know either.
It's up to you, Finian. If you're not lying,
Oh,
she can just roll. And
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
What if we roll privately to the dungeon master? John
Uh-huh.
will see if you rolled a persuasion or deception. I
Yep.
won't know. And then I'll roll an insight check, and then John can kind of not reveal like, oh, Katie rolled this much and rolled that much, but just like describe the scene. Like you
Okay.
do or you
I'm
don't
cool with
believe
that.
it, Katie.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
cool with that.
Yeah, I'm digging that. I kind of like that idea. It's like private rolls that get to come out in narrative form. All right, hold on. Nah, I'm not proficient with insight though. Doo-ba-da-doo.
he seems pretty convincing, Catalin.
Okay.
You
so
know,
yeah.
he set things on fire before.
Okay.
and,
so
Yeah, I think deep down inside, you know, he'll probably do it.
all right. So I'm giving him like, you're crazy, like face, because like, oh my god. And then I lean back in my chair, and I look at the little girl, and I snatch my book back.
And
And I
she
open it back up to the
sticks her
page
tongue out at you.
Oh, shut up. And I
I didn't say anything.
go back to the page I was on and
Yeah.
All
continue.
right. You can see she's actually drew like little stick figures in there. She had a little piece of charcoal with her.
And it's not just in the margins either.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean that up. because
Okay, it does. It
this is
cleans
my
up.
book.
It does. And then it looked like she drew like a witch with like big gigantic nose and stuff, and then she put gigantic ears on it.
Big ears. Yes.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
This is why I saved them.
All right. Do we need any more scenes in the carriage before we head over to Dead Snows? Does anybody else need another scene before we go over there?
No, I'm cool.
All right.
I'm okay. I just wanted to try to get this girl today.
Okay, cool. All right, so I don't think it takes long. You guys go through the afternoon, and it's pretty uneventful. Every now and then you see people on horses pass you. There's one caravan that goes by, but you don't have any seriously encounters. There are no kobolds or raiders or anything like that.
You say
You
that,
guys,
but every time they like another carriage drives by, I wave like frantically,
Yeah.
like Forrest Gump wave. I'm just like,
yeah,
eh.
they try to look the other way to not make eye contact. You
Yeah,
know,
it makes
like the
sense.
New York thing.
Oh yeah.
So
you don't.
So you
exist.
finally get to the little sign that says Dead Snows 5 miles, and you got to go on kind of a not so well worn path. This path is a little dirtier. There's some mud, things like that. It's a little bumpier in the carriage as you kind of go along this pathway. Finally, you get to you start to see the outskirts of Dead Snows. So it's a large village, and it kind of lives in this alpine valley in the steep foothills. On the north side of the Nether Mountains. So it's reached by this narrow cart track that you're on, and it travels through all these rugged foothills. But it would be super difficult to reach if it was wintertime. It's kind of dangerous here due to like bears, orcs, brigands, all kinds of things that kind of go on in this tough area. But the ice spears, as you know, Rexus, are very capable of handling that. And they are led by Lady Arlethea Ice Spear, who is a half-orc, a female half-orc, and she's a tough woman, and she runs a tight ship here in Dead Spears. There's not really any crime or anything, not much of it anyhow. The Ice Spears take care of that, and they kind of govern themselves that way. But it is generally a friendly town to go to. Recently, Dead Snows has had a lot of people come to it because there's been gold found in the stream nearby, so they've had a lot of people that have come here to try to find that gold. So going along this passage, you can see there are pastures to your right, and before you get to Dead Snows, you see a kind of a low building. It's a wide, low building, probably 50 foot across. There's a door outside, and both double doors actually, and both of them are open, looking into the area beyond. And on the top, there's a hanging sign that says "The Hospice."
Isn't that where we want to go? To get rid of these two?
I don't think that's the right place. Let's keep going.
And Rexus, you know this is run by a halfling named Hera Goodbarrel, and she basically lets anybody stay in the hospice for free and gives them free food.
Oh.
If they want to. And she asks for donations, obviously.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like, if I've been through there before, I mean, like we can pay our way.
Yeah, she's a very kind halfling woman that, only wants to help people.
I assume Rexus tells us this as we're driving up.
Yeah.
All right, it sounds like a nice place. I mean, I'm not like signing up for getting rid of these kids, but let's go at least check it out.
Yeah.
All right, so you head off of the cart path that you're on and up to kind of the open area of where this is. You guys walk in through the front door?
I do a backflip off the cart.
Okay. So walking in through the front door, you can see that there are a bunch of beds that are set up on the right-hand side. It's just a big open area. There are some doors that look to go to a small kitchen in the back. It's one of those doors that open both ways. And over to the left, there's a fireplace that goes all the way up the side of this building to the top. And the fireplace has a small fire going because it's summertime now, so they don't need a big roaring fire. And there's a few tables and chairs there. You can see there is a very, very skinny old man sitting down at one of the tables and looks like he's eating soup. Set up at a table in the center, there's a big pot, and there's a bunch of bowls and wooden spoons there. And in the pot, it's the smell of stew, and it actually smells really good. It sort of fills the entire place. On the right, there's probably about 10 or 15 beds. There are a couple of people there. You can see there is a gnome with a couple of gnome children there. As soon as you come in, Daisy and Hans, they look up and they're like, "This place is great!" And the halfling woman who works there, and you know her, Rexus, and her name is Hera. And she immediately runs over to where you're at, and she goes, "Rexus, it's so good to see you."
I'll say nice to see you too, especially when we have to hike through snow to get here.
She goes, "You brought company. Oh, this is so wonderful. Come sit. Come." And you can see there is a bowl there that has a few silver pieces in it, and that's sort of the donation bowl where you can add a donation if you so choose. And you can see immediately Hans, the little boy, he goes and starts jumping up and down on one of the beds. So what do you guys do?
I'll toss a gold in the bowl.
Oh, thank you, Rexus. You are always so generous. How's the hunting going?
I found some things I was looking for. Found things I wasn't looking for.
Well, that sounds eventful. Tell me about your friends. Hello. Oh, look at you. And she goes over to where you're at, Ron. And you're about eye level with her. She's an older halfling, probably, beyond middle age a little bit. And she goes, "Aren't you an adorable one?" And she scruffles your hair, because everybody does that.
And it never fails to not be annoying.
And Chunky jumps up. And she goes, "Oh, look at you." And she ruffles Chunky's hair as well.
I would like to do an insight check. It's kind of like I want to do like it's almost like a detect magic, but like kind of detect good and evil, but a more inciting her goodness, like scale 1 to 10. Okay. How goodness
that's
is
fair.
she?
You also can detect good and evil.
I don't want to waste a spell slot on it. I just want to kind of get a general idea.
10.
It's not a spell, it's a class feature.
I think with a 10 you can tell, and based upon what Rexus's reaction was, she's a genuinely good halfling. And you've been around halflings. You're from the village of I forgot your village name. We named it last week.
Riverwood, Rivenwood,
Rivenleaf,
something like that.
So you've had a lot of experience with some nasty halflings in the past, and she's definitely not one of them.
I get good vibes off her.
Oh, you do?
It's not a spell slot.
And she reaches into her pocket. She goes, "Oh my! Why, thank you."
I reach in my pocket. I say,
"She goes, I like your shirt."
Oh, yeah. And I explain. I'm almost like a Jehovah's Witness, but not annoying. Like I'm spreading the word of Helm, but not like in your face. It's more of a it's an option if you're looking.
Yeah, and she
The more
points
read
to
my T-shirt.
yeah. She points like on the there's like decorations on the wall, and one of the decorations is a gauntlet. And she goes, "We have had followers of Helm here before."
Oh,
All right.
I'm gonna go admire it.
This idle
stare at
chit chat is all well and good, but the point of us being here is because we want to drop these 2 children off with you.
She goes, "Oh, aren't you lovely?"
Yes, I'm aware. Will you take them?
I'm gonna step in.
And she looks around. She goes, "We're not an orphanage."
No, but the reptile said that you take people and help them and everything, and these
I know.
2 children
Did
don't
you
have a
say
parent.
that, Rexus?
The I
love how
mean,
she calls you the reptile.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's perfect.
The blatant racism.
I couldn't even say Fenian's name earlier when I asked him for the scroll. I just said you, and then I went into my whole tirade. Rarely used first names. If at all.
I mean, I think what Rex has said would have been more, it's like, oh, that, it's like, she'll provide, she helps people in need, she'll provide, free food, but, since, like, we
Well, I
can
can see
pay
how
our
you
way, we
might
should
have-
probably give a donation. So I can see Catalan building upon that, or extrapolating from it, that it's like, oh, she helps needy people, she helps people in need, these kids are in need,
It's a temporary situation, not a permanent
Yes.
residence.
Temporarily.
So yeah, so when
permanent,
Catalan
permanent.
says that, I could see Rex was kind of giving a bit of side eye, like, I did not say those.
We're close enough.
Rexus growls a little bit, I think. And
Yeah, I'm gonna rumble a little bit.
She looks at you, and then she looks towards Fenian, and she goes, "We don't get elves here very often. You're a strange-looking one." And she looks at you, Catalan. You too. And she looks over at Fenian.
Darling,
I'm not from
an
around
elf.
here.
I'm an Eladrin. Very distinct difference.
She goes, "You are so beautiful."
Bigger ears.
Is she talking to me or him?
Yeah, she's talking to you.
Oh. Well, thank you. Yes, I am aware.
She goes, "Who does your hair? It's amazing."
Well, I do.
Oh, wow, you're
Catalan, I
very
think you
talented.
missed a chunk of flesh back there.
She goes, "Listen, I if you really have no place to keep the children, I can keep them here, but I mean, it
No,
will
we're
take
good.
money
I'm
to
gonna
take care of them."
We
I'm gonna escort him out.
really don't have any options. None of us own property around here, and right now our living
And
quarters
she gets
are
down on the
a-
ground and she says, "Children, children, come here." And both of the kids run up. And she
Good
says,
for them.
"What do you think? Do you want to stay here with me?" And they're like, "No, we want to stay with him." And they point at Rock.
Yay! It's settled.
No, but
The all.
they're children, they're minors, their opinion counts for nothing. So it is what we say goes as an elf.
She goes, the wisdom of children is sometimes great and grand." And she looks at them both. She goes, "These are dangerous people." She goes, "Maybe it's best you stay with me." She looks over around the group. She goes, "But I have to keep my hospice running."
Okay, so do
Is she
that.
trying to shake us down again?
She's trying to shake us down for money.
I am not giving up any of my funds for these
She goes, "But I have to
children
feed
anymore.
the poor and the hungry.
Fenian's
goes,
gonna lean over to
If
Rexus
you really
and go,
care about these children, you will give us a little bit more of a donation."
Wait, but here is the thing. I do not care about these children. I just care about my sanity, and I'm getting rid of these children so that I may keep it.
She goes, "All right, I'll take them for 20
She,
gold."
she lost that a long time ago. Just saying. Fenian will probably lean over to Rexus and be like, I think we should just have Miss Prissy Pants actually just write up adoption papers at this point.
For who?
Wait, we should adopt him? That's a great idea.
No. What is the discussion now?
Huh?
He said that if you give her a 20 gold donation, she will take the children.
I shan't do that.
Is that an additional 20 gold?
Yes, an additional 20 gold. She wants it from Catalan only.
Oh, I was about to say because Rexus has the money.
So does Fenian.
Catalan, how's your negotiations?
I mean, Rexus would also like to. like I don't know if I can really like actually do the conversation, but basically Rexus wants to say to her, since I guess he's talked to her on a semi-regular basis, he's popped in every now and then, that he's genuinely concerned because we are going to go to the keep to try to get people who've been kidnapped and taken down to Goblin and Kobold caves.
All right, so give me
We almost got blown up in Sundabar. And right now the kids, the kids are hatchlings. They need to learn how to be useful and things like that. Like, they're not going to be able to learn with us because when our line of work's too dangerous, they're going to get killed before they learn anything.
So give me a persuasion
they need
check
to get
with
old
advantage.
and skilled enough to be useful before they can actually take this path, if that's what they want to do.
Yeah. So give me a persuasion check with advantage because you know her and you make a compelling argument.
Because I was actually thinking about this while I was getting ready, that it's like, Rexus is from the desert. It's like, they're not going to be like, oh, you're useless, toss you out in the desert. Like, no, like, you prove yourself useful, but there's no way they can prove themselves useful because they're not, they're jumping in the deep end and they haven't even figured out how to swim yet. So, but yeah, that would be the gist of his argument. Like, just practically, it's not practical. Oh, I got a -1 in persuasion.
Oh, you got advantage though, so.
Yeah. Yay!
Oof, not good.
Oh, it says
She says, Rexus, you make a compelling argument. Fine. If you give me a 10 gold donation, I will be happy to take them.
No, I'll give her the 20.
She goes, thank you, Rexus. It's very generous of you. And
Like,
she goes,
I
come,
mean,
children.
I have money and I don't care, and this is definitely a much better place for them than the that Oliver Twist place back in Sundabar.
Then the orphanage that
But when she was like, "No, I only want it from Catalan," then it's like, well, all right, so I will take off 20 gold because I still have over 200. Like,
maybe Catalan should just pay child support.
all right, there we go.
Every day
I'm
she
down
gets, like,
to
A gold taken
229.
away from her. All right. So she takes it and she goes, come, children, come. And she goes into the kitchen. Help me with something in the kitchen. And they both go run. And she looks at you all and she goes, go, go, go.
Yes.
I bet she's a hag too.
John, a 14 perception.
No.
What is my feeling on stealing these kids back from this place?
Oh my fucking god!
Like,
I'm not telling you that.
No, not from like the lady, but I'm like my fellow party mates. Like, it's a bad idea, right? Because I'm getting this vibe that it'd be a bad idea.
If you start to
Yeah, I
like
think with the
radiate
14 perception, if you'd roll like a
on
1
your
or something.
face, like Rexus is literally just gonna freaking pick you up and carry you out the door like a child out of a grocery store.
Do like the leg wrap around.
Yeah.
Does this area have like mail service? Can I send them postcards?
You definitely can. Spears
Alright.
does have a post office. Oh, Dead Snows.
Perfect. I'm gonna send them postcards.
I was gonna say, as soon as she said to the
You
children,
can send a postcard
"Please,"
to your girlfriend too, or to your would-be girlfriend. What was her name? I forgot.
What was her name, John? What was her
Kimber.
name?
I do not know.
The most important character this whole fucking campaign. What was her name?
Yeah, what was
Kimber
her name again?
McShimber.
Hold on,
Kimber
I got notes.
McShimber?
Kimber.
I remember that. I'm
Kimber.
horrible with remembering.
Yeah, you can send a postcard to Kimber. Tell her about your adventures.
I am. I'm gonna write it up while you guys discuss other stuff.
Okay.
Well, all I was gonna say for comedic effect was when she got the children to like run out of the room. Before she even said like "go now," I was already like halfway out the door. Like, just
Yeah, as soon as you walk out, you hit a puddle and your boots get dirty. You know, your prestidigitation is probably getting a lot of work right now.
oh yeah.
And the weave is getting tired. It's like,
Right,
this
so-
again.
Before we fade out of the scene, do you guys need any other scenes here in the hospice of Dead Snows?
Nah.
Are we going to go to Dead Snows to stay overnight? Because I'm assuming it's dinner time now, and we don't want to.
Yeah, and Rexus, you could visit the Lady
On the road?
Arethra. She usually wants to see you when you come anyhow.
Really?
Urethra?
Yeah, Aretha. She's
Franklin.
It's
Lady P.
John. What is
Arethra.
her name?
Oh,
Lady Arethra.
There you go.
Why
Let's
do
use
you
that
Pee-hole.
one.
have that name? Can we call her like
Lady Urethra
How about Lady
Urethra.
Arletha?
of P-hole.
Athena? How about Athena?
I like urethra.
I like urethra.
Arethra.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that was what the AI gave me. I'm
Her
sorry.
room has a lot of
Well,
braziers.
But you should have said that out loud and be like, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like urethra, and someone's gonna make a pee-hole joke.
You know what? I'm used to it at this
Yeah.
point. All right, so do you guys
One-
head over into Dead Snows?
Well, yeah, because I think it's foolish that we go back on the road.
All right, so you guys head back into the carriage and you get back onto the cart path that's there. Over to the right, you can see there is sort of a big field, and it's got like a fence there, and there are some cows that are kind of huddled together. And one of them kind of comes over to the edge of the fence, and it goes, "Moo! Hey!" Right at you, Ron and Rexus.
Wait, did it seriously end the moo with saying the word hey?
It did.
Well, that
Is it?
was.
Is
I was about to say,
Moo,
the thing is, Greg and I were just playing Baldur's Gate last night, so we're like talking to animals and dead people, so like I'm,
strange ox?
um,
Oh, no
The-
spoilers.
no,
Yeah.
I don't know
In-
what's
in
up with that
comment,
ox,
no
but
less.
it talks and it's at the Druid Grove in the beginning.
I know, but I've never been able to figure out what's going
And
on.
then you hear
Oh,
another
I don't know
moo
what's going
from
on with
further
it
in the
either. I
back.
just know you can talk to it.
And he says,
Okay,
"Hey,
well, yeah, that will make
Roger."
me pause. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's one that's in the back of the rest of the group. And he goes, "Hey, Roger." He goes, "Moo, what?" And he goes, "Leave those people alone." And then the cow just sort of just says, "Moo, hey." You guys just keep on going?
Are you,
I was
two-
about
are you
no.
two
I'm
talking to a
freaking.
cow?
I
I'm
don't know.
freaking
Yeah, you
stopping.
hear
I'm
this
going over,
As you
and
guys are
I
in the
am
carriage,
going to
you look
like.
out the window right there, and you can see there is a cow near this this fence, and it just mooed and said, "Hey."
Does it have a name tag on?
It does not, but apparently his name is Roger.
Oh.
Wait, so only Rexus hears the talking?
Oh no, Rexus and Ron.
Oh, but not.
I mean, if you guys poke your head out the
Well,
door,
we're on
Oh.
top. We're on top of the carriage, so that's why.
yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are
No,
still in the
once they
carriage.
stop, we're
Like-
probably going to bring the horses. We'll bring the horses to a stop, and then and then hear the exchange where he's like, "Don't bother him, Roger," and just,
Yeah, you hear this whole exchange. Apparently, the cows can talk.
The cows can talk.
I'm gonna have a conversation with Roger.
Okay, you jump down. Mud splatters everywhere as you come up to the edge of this fence. And
Oh,
Roger comes
shit.
over. He goes, "Hey, got any food?"
My
My name is
Ooh.
Rashir. Thank you.
It's Roger. Do we
Do
have
we-
like carrots or anything? I don't know what cows
Maybe?
eat.
I don't know. I would assume that you do.
I'm gonna like just scavenge for like just either like cheese or carrots or
well, the Rexus does like to cook, so there probably might have like some potatoes and root vegetables, stuff that keeps fairly well in probably in a container on the carriage, stuff to spice up whatever we catch in the wild. So Rexus might look at you sideways, but would allow, since he's intrigued by talking food, then why don't you feed the food some food?
All right, so you do. You come out. He goes, "Oh, thanks," and he starts. I guess you hand feed him some things, and he looks back and he goes, "Hey, Maria!" And you can see another cow starts clopping forward, and a few of the other cows all start to come, and the chatter actually becomes quite a bit as they're like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, boo."
Like seagulls with 4 legs.
Mine.
Give them a blade of grass.
Do you
and the
do or
rest of
say
them
anything to them?
talking. I am not. It's a cow. Crying out loud.
Oh, Rexus will just ask, "How can you talk?"
And the one guy who was initially, or the one cow who was initially talking to you, his name was Roger. He goes, "Moo!" He goes, "There was a mad hermit came through here. Moo! He gave us all life, I guess. We were alive before, but now we're just sentient, I guess."
They're awakened animals.
He goes, he went in, he talked to the hot lady, and now he got mad, so he came out and cast a spell, and here we are. Moo!
I'll describe Aretha or whatever her name is. I'll describe what she looks like to them, and I'll ask if that's the hot lady they're talking about.
That's her. We know her. She comes out here sometimes. But every now and then they have to kill one of us for food. And they feel really bad about it.
I was gonna say, does that get awkward?
Hey man, don't forget the otters.
Can we move along? I'm getting quite hungry.
I mean, there's
They have a
cows
great-
right there.
They have a great steak
Oh,
place.
should I slaughter one?
What?
What do I look like, a butcher?
They do. There's a place called the Blazon Feast House. Best steaks in all of Silver Marches.
Is it like a buffet where you just keep eating?
I bet
Yeah,
the
it's
meat
like-
really
it's like-
dances on your tongue.
It's like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You have to meet your food before you actually eat it. I don't know if you've ever read that, but
I didn't know.
I can go for a steak.
and then he goes, "Moo!
I might find
Steak is bad for you. Eat chicken."
Was this a
Is
Chick-fil-A
this
commercial?
Chick-fil-A? Eat more chicken. I'm sure I might find something. I don't really eat red meat.
I was about to say, well, as I think it's just as a player, I'm like weirdly conflicted. I think Rexus ultimately does not care though.
He goes,
he was curious, but ultimately he's hungry.
"The Mad Hermit, he lives over by Keep Kesselhart."
Oh, well, that conveniently dovetails our plan with our plans.
Well,
He
What,
came
we're gonna
through
go
here
visit
a little
somebody?
while ago. But now he is gone after giving us all the ability to
All
talk.
right, nighty night. Yep.
Can you help us? We liked it better when we were not smart.
Oh, so you want to be dumb again?
And then he just nods his head. Yes, we do. When our
know
friends
it.
die, we cry a lot. I think the ice spears are just tired of killing us because every time they kill one of us, we scream a lot.
Okay.
Definitely got to be a rough. Can I do a medicine check? Like I have like lesser restoration, but I don't want to like burn through my spell slots on cows.
yeah,
Give me
Ron,
Arcana.
it's also the end of the day. We're about to take a long rest. So,
Well, the question is, are you able to like? There's a whole herd of them.
I mean, you can't tell. Not
I
with
can
a
see
7, yeah, unfortunately.
Can I try?
Well,
not
I mean,
sure. You can try.
we were gonna go into town and talk to Aretha anyway, so
Also true.
we can always talk to her about like. I mean, I wouldn't know it, but like if there's a way to reverse basically an awakened spell, an awakening spell.
if there is, I don't think we are capable.
Oh yeah, I doubt it. Rex probably doesn't even know what an awakening spell is.
I mean, with Finian growing up in the Feywild, I would assume that there's a fair amount of like druidic creatures. Could he try and see if he knows anything about this kind of thing, or
Sure. I mean, Arcana.
Arcana? Nope. Sure don't.
Oh come on, that was totally
Not about an
15.
awakening spell. Catalin, do you want to see if you know anything? It is kind of up your alley.
I
Roll
swear.
like shit. roll like shit.
I love. This is why our campaigns take like 7 years because of talking cows. We stop and get sidetracked by them.
Well,
Alright.
in our
And John
defense,
knows that
we're like, okay, hopefully the kids are gonna be in a better place now. We're heading into town, and John's like, oh, by the way, there's talking cows. And we're like, we were about to go talk to the NPC you told us about, and he's like, yeah, but there's talking cows.
There's
Talking
talking cows.
You guys,
Yeah.
this is D&D. You could have very easily said, I just ignore it and keep going.
Well,
Bullshit.
and that's-
No, we
if-
can't do that.
If I basically did roll poorly, that's what Catalan would have said. But now I got a 25, so
Yeah,
I
Catalan, you know
He's
without
intrigued.
saying
This
a
is
word,
a challenging puzzle to figure out.
that it's either a greater restoration or you would have to go and talk to the druid. It's a druid spell that did it, and he could probably reverse it.
Well, we have 3 options. One is that the man who did this can undo it. The second option is that you can pay lots of money and cast a certain spell yourself that I don't think, I'll look at Ron, that you are capable of yet. Or the third option is they become the next servings at the buffet that I wish we were sitting at right now instead of out here.
How do you know what I'm capable and incapable of? I'm gonna hide
It
my
is a
character sheet.
fantastic buffet.
Yes.
I've
So-
I
eaten
vote
there numerous
buffet.
times.
I
To me,
say
that just sounds like she's just saying you
cows.
can't do it. Like that sounds like a challenge to me.
Well, he can't do it.
So the sun is starting to set a little bit in the background. Do you guys head into Dead Snows?
Yeah.
Plus, with a 25, even though it's not a wizard spell, would I know that the material components of a greater restoration are quite pricey?
Yeah, I think you would know.
Yeah. So even if he was capable of doing it, I don't think he has the means to do it. So let's go eat instead.
So do you guys leave?
I would
guess
like
we
to.
Yeah,
follow
I
Miss
was
Bossy
about to say
Pants.
we can, especially too, if we're gonna talk to Urethra, then the I'm
Needy
gonna start
people.
calling her like Urethra. Is Urethra Franklin?
Aretha.
Aretha.
Aretha. Aretha Franklin.
Aretha.
It's. I feel like we're gonna get slammed for
Aretha.
slander just saying Urethra Franklin.
No.
Oh,
A-R-E-T-H. I thought it was R-A.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. What?
I thought her name was ended in R-A.
it does.
Take a T-C.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Gary just said it doesn't.
Aretha.
Aretha Franklin. I think
Aretha.
because of the Franklin, it gets smushed together.
Yeah. You're thinking of Benjamin. All right, let's go to the buffet.
Okay. Do you
I'm
guys
calling her
head out?
Yeah,
Athena.
let's go
I'm
to
calling her.
Golden Corral.
I'm calling her Athena. She's
All right,
Greek
so
now.
you leave the cows behind. They're like, move by,
That's all.
come
well
back
good.
and visit us
We won't.
whenever you want.
No
We sure
shot.
won't.
All right. You guys finally get to the front gate here. You can see there is a number of tents that have been set up here. You can actually hear the stream over on the other side over there. It's not that far away from you. There's a lot of
Lady
activity
Freehold,
in this
whose
little
town
camp
is
over
next
here.
to a stream. Do not see the connection of everything. Sorry.
But you come in and you can see number 2 here. This is a big
Number
gigantic-
2. Okay, continue.
This is a big tower, a big
Lots
wooden
of going
tower.
to the bathroom jokes going on right now.
The doors are wooden and they're open. There are a couple of ice spears that one female, a human female, and the other one a male. They immediately nod to you, Rexus, as you come through. Usually you don't get questioned or things like that. They allow
Alright.
people to come right in unless you look super shady. And they know you, so they let
Like
you come
Catalan.
right into the village. Catalan is a little super
Look
shady.
super shady. I look very.
The feast house is over
respectful.
here where number 3 is. There's also an apothecary here. The town jail sits over here at number 6. There's a big outfitters spot right over here at number 4. This is kind of a central area too. You can do a lot of trading and things like that in there. Over here, this is what they call Snowtown. This is the village outside of the walls. And over here, number 7, this is the Ice Spear House. That's where Lady Aretha is. Now you got me saying it. Areldia. We're
The
gonna
A
call
lady.
her. Yeah.
Aureldia.
Yeah, we're gonna call her
Lady
Tina.
Peehole.
Alphabet.
Tina.
I mean, we're hungry. Let's go get some steaks.
All right. Well, they have a place called the Blazing Feast House. It's 2 gold per person, but it is a buffet, and you can. It's pretty much all you can eat, except for they know you, Rexus.
You have to pay double anyway.
Yeah, I'll pay double as long as it's still considered all you can eat.
How much is
named
it?
Gareth, and he goes, "Oh no!" He looks at you, Rexus. "Oh no! You don't come in here for the same price as everybody else."
I know. 4.
He goes, "Fine," and he goes back, and he's got like this like circular like like he stands in the middle of it, and around him is all these fires and all these like grills on it, and there are just tons of steaks all over him.
It's just a circular
like,
hibachi.
Yeah, and he's just like cooking steaks and things like that. There is a small buffet set up in the back. It has like pieces of steak. It has chicken. It has roasted potatoes, some vegetables. No goose, just plain old chicken. But they have carrots and just all kinds of things.
You're that person that goes to a restaurant and is like, give me the veal.
Yeah, there's a big barrel of ale there, so you can drink some ale or you can have water. It's up to you. There's probably about 15 other people in here as you look around.
What did you say the price was for entry?
2 gold per person.
2
Yeah,
gold.
I have to spend 4.
2 whole gold. I will slap it down on the table or whatever.
Okay. And you
my
do.
belly's full.
Yeah, you guys have a wonderful meal there. The steak is amazing, even though you do feel a little bad every now and then you take a bite. It sounds like cow screams. But overall, the meal is excellent.
Do you guys like sorrow?
As you guys walk out of here, it's getting toward nightfall now. The moon is high in the sky and the stars are out. You can head over to see Lady Arletha. Arethra, sorry.
Arletha.
Texas.
Arethra.
Urethra.
You guys head over there?
If it's not too late and she's still taking visitors. Although,
no,
why
it's
are you
not.
going to speak to this woman again?
I don't know. John just told me that when I stop in town, she wants to talk to me.
Usually she does, but you don't have to stop, so.
I'd actually like to deviate into the market.
Do you head off on your own?
Yeah, sure. No reason to hold everybody up.
Okay. So you do. Do you guys head over to the Ice Bear house, or do you
sending-
go find a hotel? There are a couple of places to stay here.
Inky is
you can stay at the
following
hospice.
Fenian.
Oh, Inky is. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh my god, yeah. You think I'm just gonna let him wander off on his own? I don't think so.
There's a place called the Rose and Hammer, which is really the only true inn here. It's relatively nice. It's about 4 stories tall, so kind of not a wide building, but you could stay there if you wanted to.
I would say, yeah, before we start like going our own ways, I'll tell people about the inn.
Okay. So the Rose and
His
Hammer.
passive perception, though. That's the question.
The Rose and Hammer is also 2 gold per day, per person.
It's a continental
2 gold
breakfast.
to stay in this dump.
So give me a stealth check for Inky.
I did already. He only got a 13, but I'm
Alright.
checking Fenian's passive perception.
Benny, what is your passive perception?
It's 12.
Ah, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 12.
I think you get. I think with that close, I think you have this feeling somebody's watching you, but you're just not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And every
You
time I
don't.
turn
You don't
around,
see anything. You look around one time, but you don't see it. And in the shadows, Inky's there, looking all shifty.
Actually, I like the idea that Inky's like right behind his head, so when he turns his head, he's just like,
he's right over there. Yeah.
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 So we'll do.
Meanwhile,
Rexus-
Inky's behind his head, just being like,
Rexus, Ron, and Catalan, you head to the Ice Bear house. And as you know, country houses go, this is actually a very nice one. It's built out. It's like a log cabin type of style home. And there are a bunch of ice spears. There's like a fence that surrounds it over here on the lower left hand side, and then you kind of go through a gate which is open. And you can see there are some guards that are there that are training and sword fighting and going with spears and things like that. But in through the door, you can see in the open door is Lady. I want to make sure I get her name right.
I don't have the macro for
Arethra.
the gifts.
And she's a big half orc. You can see she's wearing kind of furs.
She's a half orc.
Half orc, yep.
I
And
take
she's
back
wearing
all the
furs.
people
And she's wearing sort of a leather armor. She has a big spear on her back. Looks to be glowing a little bit actually in the darkness. She comes over to where you're at. And she goes, Rexus. And instead of like taking your hand, she goes to give you like a hug. And she's tall too. She's like 6'5", so she's.
I was about to. I'll reciprocate.
All right. She goes, welcome back. Did you bring any good furs for us?
No, I haven't hunted recently. Last batch I sold in Silvery Moon.
She goes, and look at what you got here. Look at you. And she reaches down and scruffles your hair off.
I give the old.
And she goes, and she looks over toward Catalin. Okay. And she looks back at you, Rexus, and she says, things have been tough here, Rexus. How are things going with you?
Looking up, surprisingly.
The stupid mad hermit came through and awakened a bunch of my cows. Bastard.
Yeah, we had a conversation with him on the way in.
Yeah,
here.
they do that. She goes, it's hard to kill him now. We gotta eat, though, and Blazon Feast House is always busy. Every time we kill one, they scream like little babies. And she shakes her head.
Well, our resident magic user here, she has some theories on how that can be fixed.
She goes, really? What do you think, Miss Longears?
Well, the person who did it can undo it. Or you can scrounge up a lot of money and a cleric could
She
probably...
goes, he is an asshole. So he came into town. He wanted us all to go in front of the Ice Spear River and dance naked. Apparently there was some rain dance he wanted to do, some kind of a dance. And of course I said, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So he got mad. He left in a huff. He awakened my cows and went back to the woods. She goes, maybe you guys can talk to him when you... well, do you tell her where you're headed? I don't even know.
I don't think we did.
No.
I don't know
Because
if
he's located in the woods just outside Kesselharp Keep. A few hours travel from here. Maybe you guys could talk to him?
Or you could just toughen up and kill the cows.
I was about to say, the last time we walked a few hours off in the woods to go help with something, we ended up with 2 kids.
He goes, well, with the company you're keeping here, what are you doing, Rexus? Usually you travel alone.
Well, I met this group back at Silvery Moon when I was selling my furs, sure enough. And, I don't even know how much she would know about Rexus and his constant hunting.
I think you've been here more than once, at least.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have told her anything personal about why he hunts so much.
He just knows you're always by yourself.
That's true,
Even if
because
you
that
only
when I
came
was
here
when
5
I was
times,
with that
probably.
group, I don't know if she would have known about that. I'll just say I'll just say I lost my train of thought. I'll just say something to the effect that I've been getting a good vibe with this group. We seem to be working well together, more than some of the other hunting groups that I've picked up in the past.
He goes, well, it's a strange lot, but whatever works. And she clamps on your shoulder. She goes, listen, if they're capable, maybe you can help us with a little something.
Oh, God.
The hermit.
No, not the hermit. We have another problem. He goes, well, there's a couple of wyverns. They've been stealing the sheep from the fields nearby. I've sent ice spears there to try to see if they could stop it, but nobody's able to catch them yet. He goes, I got about 200 gold worth of furs if you're willing to do it.
We don't want the furs, we want the 200 gold.
He goes, well, you can sell the furs for gold. You know, that's how it works.
So it's 2 missions in 1.
Yeah, here's your
2 missions?
prize. Now you have to go find somebody to buy it to actually redeem it.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, Rexus knows where to sell furs, so
Yeah.
Would Rexus know what a wyvern fur sells for? Do wyverns have furs?
Wyverns don't have
They do not.
fur, they have scales.
Yeah,
Well, they have wings too, though, right?
they do.
Oh my god, can I make a wingsuit?
Grab
Out of a
some
wyvern?
elytra.
Totally can. Totally can.
Like I'm gonna ask Rexus, like, number 1, what he knows about wyverns. Number 2, can I make a wyvern like suit to fly like a wyvern? Number 3, can we sell like wyvern guts or outer parts
Teeth,
or
maybe?
teeth, tails? I don't know.
well, I was about to say, have I? Because I've done
Beef.
hunting like prey animals, and I've also hunted predators. Have I done wyverns before?
You have not. They are formidable.
Wait, hold on, John.
No, we got 4 people now. I'm feeling confident, so.
I'm formidable.
Hold on, I have it. It's literally in my backstory, I think. Hold on. I have to pull it up.
Catelyn had a pet wyvern.
No, but I did. 1 second.
It's Catalan's favorite enemy.
I believe. All right, we'll keep going, but I. Yeah.
It's her
All right.
zodiac sign.
Anything else to say to her,
No.
Rexus?
I guess I'll mention that because like I said, all this stuff's closer together than I thought. That we are planning to head out to go to Keep Castle Harp, and if she's heard any, I'll tell her, that we've heard about people being kidnapped and chaos caves and goblins and kobolds. If she's heard anything more recent since we got our information, a week ago or whatever.
He goes, oh yeah, caravans have been coming through here. Afraid to go to Keep Castle Harp now. Lots of activity there. Goblins, kobolds. Raids are increasing. Nobody knows why, but you know who knows the Caves of Chaos real well? That crazy hermit. I think he could help you.
Oh, God. Also, I found it in my backstory. That's part of, oh, you can't really see. It's just a big white screen. Anyway, Catelyn stayed up all night, one night, learning the differences between wyverns, worms, drakes, and dragons. It's literally in my backstory. So,
So your ears
Um,
perk up even more than they already are.
well, I'm just saying, I have profound knowledge on the subject. So,
You're like, excuse me, I've written a paper on this.
Excuse me,
I
would you
certainly
pass
did.
the Grey Poupon, and I know about wyverns.
Yes. And the differences between worms, dragons, and drakes.
Yes.
So, just
My
Alright.
instructor gave me a very good mark on it.
So that's about all she has to say on the issue. Is there anything else, Rexus?
the paper did it.
Or Ron or Catelyn?
Well,
The
Question
keep
for
the
Miss
keep's
Hapwork,
still
maybe.
holding though. They haven't been overrun, have they?
No, but they make a lot of money off of just trading and people coming through and going into the Anorak Desert, and just all the increased activity has made people afraid to go there now.
Well, I have a quick out of game question because Katie just can't remember. Does Catelyn know why Fenian even wants to go to Keep Castle Harp, or was he just like, "Hey, bitch, come with me to Keep Castle Harp"? and I'll do this
I
girl?"
think you've gotten a little bit from what Moira had told him, and then seeing the man explode in front of you. There's a little bit more going on in the story than Fenian is leading on.
Yeah. So I don't 100% really know why he even wants to go there, right?
Not 100%, no.
Like he didn't say. He
I think
just
I
was
might
like,
have
don't
mentioned
think so.
the orcs, but that's about it, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so then with that knowledge catching up, and because we didn't record stream number 1, which is when that conversation was held, I think I would say to Lady Half-Orc or half whatever she is, and just say, well, could you maybe explain why somebody would want to go to keep Castle Hop then? Sounds like a lot of people are fleeing it. Why would somebody actually want to actively go there?
It's the last stop before the Anorak Desert. It used to be a safe place to go, a safe haven. People would go there, they'd trade. You have a jewel merchant there. People would drop off their jewels, sell them. It's also the last safe place to go. It's fairly well fortified.
And what's in the Anorak Desert?
Well, there's a lot of people that like to trade in artifacts, glass, and things like that. There's also adventurers that head out there. Bralazar is a common place where people go back and forth from. There's also oases out there.
All right. And last question before I go find a place to stay and retire. Have you seen any folks walking around with either roses on their lapels or 5-pointed stars? It's like a star with like more stars.
Because I have no idea what you're talking about, lady.
That's all right. I don't really know either, so I'm going to go find somewhere to lay my head.
I would recommend the Rose and Hammer unless you want to stay at the hospice, but the place is dirty.
No, I want. Oh, don't say that in front of the fop doodle. All right. I'm gonna leave and try to go find the place.
All right.
And
you guys
and
all
also...
leave together? Okay.
Oh, all right. They're right behind me then.
I would say I'm assuming I know where it is. I could just.
Yeah, you could just direct them there.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
I mean, it's
Okay,
over to
let's go.
here. It's kind of a bigger building, so it's not
I'm
it's
full
not
and I
that
have
hard to
papers
miss.
read.
All right, let's go to you, Finian. So, Finian, you walk away, and the town is, like I said, there's about 200 to 300 people that live inside of the town itself, and then another like 400 to 500 that live outside.
Mhm.
But you do finally come to this market square.
He's
Over
just
here,
used this in his ear. And he's just
I'm
like,
role playing as Inky right now.
over here, you can see there's a big outfitter, like what this big building is, and that you can buy all kinds of things here, from climbing gear to snow gear to different types of furs and things like that. Basically, anything you can find in the player's handbook would be fine. There's also a bunch of other shops and stores here as well. There's an apothecary that happens to be on the corner. Over here, there is looks to be some sort of an armor merchant as well. And over here on this side, there is a general goods supplier here.
Cool beans. Honestly, I'm just gonna go around and probably look more at like the sundry items, rations, some extra water skins, especially if we get close to the Anorak Desert. It's probably gonna be less water.
Yeah. There, you can definitely get that from the outfitters.
Yeah. Probably grab a couple of rolls of parchment or something, since I know Bookworm needs parchment.
You do. It's called Haskers, and
Nerd.
Hasker is a dwarf that basically runs the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Haskers
They
and
have
Haskers.
they have all kinds of like little parchments, things like that that you can do. I think you can probably get the whole thing for just a couple of gold.
I'll take it.
All right,
And
cool.
what I'll probably do is I'll just take the stuff back to the carriage, and I would probably assume that they're going to head towards the inn in town, so I'll probably like wait for them there.
Yeah. Now, do you want to leave the carriage in a stable somewhere, or just like by the inn? You can do that as well.
But by the inn is probably fine. And you know
Gotta,
what, Finn,
just
you
feed
can
the
pay
horses, things like
any
that.
like storage fees or parking fees.
That includes it.
Okay.
The 2 gold per person includes that. So
Cool
Did
beans.
you say you were buying parchment?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm buying a lot of like miscellaneous goods
right.
to stock up in the
Parchment is like 1 silver a sheet or something, so I don't know how much you're throwing towards
I-
that, but
I'd probably just grab a few, not like I'm not spending an entire gold on just a mountain of parchment.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just wanting to know.
So you guys make your way back to the Rose and Hammer, which is a nice inn, and you check in and you get a room that's upstairs. Do you get more than one room?
Well, how are the rooms designed? Because so far we've been very lucky at staying at places where we all share like one giant room. Or
Yeah,
they-
no,
they
you can
only
actually have
offer-
separate rooms for 2 gold a person.
How much is the giant
I wanna-
shared room?
Yeah, I want a community room. I
What's
want a
that?
spoon.
A community room would be 2 gold for the whole group.
Oh. That's only 5 silver each.
That'd be handy.
Fine, I suppose.
All right, so you guys all get the same room again. So we have an evening of you guys staring at each other.
Well, Ron and Rexus will sleep, but eventually, yeah, it's gonna be.
I would say Catalin just has to keep reminding herself that she's like, I'm saving money. I'm saving money.
Yeah.
Spooning is free, right?
Spooning absolutely is free.
All right, good.
Chunky looks a little sad now that the children are gone. I think he might be trying to spoon wet Rexus, but Rexus didn't notice.
Yeah.
Because he's so
Is
little.
Ron trying to be the big spoon?
No,
With
well,
Rexus?
Does Rexus have a
Little
tail?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I can't be Big Spoon. I have to be Little Spoon.
Okay.
It's just a
Um,
layered
Well, you're
spoon.
so small,
Everyone
and
spoons
Rexus
someone
is
else.
so tall. I don't think the
Actually,
tail
I can see.
spooning.
Rexus spoons all of us at once.
I was gonna say I can see Rexus falling asleep. Like this used to happen to me in college with my rats. I'd fall like not at night. It was when I take a nap in the middle of the day. I'd have my rats run around the bed, and I'd fall asleep on the bed, and I would wait because I wouldn't move because I was so sleep deprived back then. I would wake up in the same position I fell asleep. I'd wake up, and one of my rats would have come up next to me and been like, "This is cool. I'm gonna sleep here too." So.
All
I
right.
see that happening with Rexus. He just like tuckers out and falls asleep, and if any of you guys show up or something, you'll probably just get grabbed like a stuffed animal and just pulled right in there.
Well, I'm staying far away from that. And is
Well,
there,
I
like, a little
assume
desk-
Catalin is.
Is there,
Is
like,
there
a little
what?
Desk is there like a little desk or table in the room?
Oh, there definitely is, yes.
I want to set up there.
Yes, and then there's
have a
a
little
main bed
table.
where 2 people can sleep, and then there's a cot set up on the room.
Well,
All
I
right,
don't
so we're
even need
spending
to-
5 silver apiece.
Yeah, I've already marked it off my sheet, 5 silver.
Okay, I just
I
marked
see.
off mine.
After I fall asleep, I just I grab Rexus's arm and pull it over like it's a blanket. It makes me feel safe. I'm a real
So you
tough
two
guy
are
in
in
battle.
the
But
queen size bed?
Yeah.
oh, I
and then
thought it was
there's
just
2
one
twins?
giant bed.
No,
He said it was
no.
a bed big enough for 2, so
And
that,
then there were a few cots.
and then there's like
so...
some twin single beds.
But you guys don't even need that. You can just sit in the chairs and stare at each other all night.
I was gonna say we don't even technically sleep, but
Yeah.
Now, Rexus,
I'm
do you
gonna
tell
set
them
up-
about the offer or to see about the wyverns?
Well, I mean, oh, that's true. Fenian wasn't there. I mean, Ron and Catalin heard it. They were there with
Yeah.
me.
Wait, well, yes.
But yeah, no. Before we go to bed, I'll mention. Well, I'll tell it to let Fenian know, and then, we can like discuss it as a group. Because I mean, it would be a good chunk of money. I know where to sell furs. So it's an extra step, but the problem is a town like this, they're gonna have more goods than they are gonna have raw gold. So
And I do know quite a bit about wyverns, so
Fenian would probably respond, "You're accompanying me this far to take care of those fucking orcs. The least I can do is like take a side job killing a wyvern."
I think it's multiple wyverns.
she
I was gonna say,
also
is it a wyvern or wyverns plural?
I got the impression it was wyverns plural, but
yeah, I heard plural too.
John, was it one
Potato,
wyvern
potato.
or was there an S on the end of there?
There was an S. It might. I believe she referred to 2.
Oh, okay.
No, they're probably mates.
Depending on the wyvern, it has a different challenge rating.
Oh my god, wyvern eggs! That sounds so good right now.
And she didn't allude to any colors, right? Because wyverns, I think, do wyverns?
She did
come
not
in
tell a
different
color.
colors. Katie doesn't know, but Catalin knows.
Yeah, they do. They come in all kinds of different colors. There's some that live in the north or south, depending on the blue ones, like dragons.
East side,
Are
west
live in the
side.
colder area.
Well, you see, they're cousins to dragons, so very many similarities, but not exactly the same. And she'll just kind of start going on a little bit about the differences between them.
And
They
that's when I fall asleep.
also too, I would say while she's going in,
Finian will also
like-
fall asleep, and he doesn't sleep.
and the all the taxonomy and stuff of wyverns, and Rex is just going to be like, since they want us to get rid of them as a matter of town safety, I wonder if we get to keep them.
Like the scales.
No.
Well,
pets.
You would probably know better than anyone else what they can be made into, but depending on how big they are, that's a lot of good eating.
From the time
Oh,
I
that's
wrote,
true.
I know it's been a while since I wrote that paper. It's been some time. Well, only
Why are you still in character?
I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
He never breaks character.
I did write a term paper about wyverns, worms, dragons, and drakes, and the differences between them. Also,
Education.
would I mean, I'm only playing this up because I actually, of all the things I could have written in my backstory, that's what I put. But like, would wyvern scales also be worth anything to anybody?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it would be a very
Okay.
specialized, like if you went to the apothecary or you went to like a magic shop or something like
Yeah.
that. They would definitely
to
be
the
worth
right
some money.
people.
To the right people.
Okay. So
And
that's
also
an
too,
added
like
bonus as
Rex
well.
is, Rex is a hunter. I mean, he's never worked with wyvern before, but I mean, he
But
knows about
You're
like
good with a blade.
skinning things,
Yeah.
stuff like
There you
that.
go.
So to keep it so that, we're not just
Scales.
lugging a corpse around with us. We'd actually, have it cut nice where we can use it for trading.
I would assume the scales would be worth something to potentially magic users as some sort of material component. I'm sure the blood would be useful to the apothecary for potions and such as that. And then the meat, well, you always seem quite hungry, so eat up. But I'm just saying, it is an added bonus to the 200 gold that we would fetch for the furs.
Yeah. Rex is
So
at
the
the
way
at
I'm
the
looking at
buffet
it, we
ate like
could make
20
out quite
steaks.
good.
Just keeps throwing them in.
I'm not very interested in the idea of dying trying to do it, but risk and reward and all that. Anyway,
And
I
the
guess
other
we can do it.
thing, Fenian,
Everyone
that she
agrees.
mentioned is supposedly the Mad Hermit, the one that made their cows start talking, is familiar with the Chaos Caves.
Caves of Chaos.
Caves of Chaos.
Yes, what is that exactly? I'm not super familiar with this region.
Well, that's where he said that we had to go. People were getting kidnapped and we need to go to the caves. And I need money and
Rexus,
food.
you would know a little bit about that. It's like a cave system that's very kind of dangerous. Adventurers have gone there before and not come back. But
This is where Fenian wants to go?
This is where Fenian wants to investigate.
Oh. Well, see, that's what I said earlier. I said, why does Fenian want to go to keep at Castleharp?
There are multiple
Because
ways
the
to
people
get
are
into
getting
Caves of
kidnapped,
Chaos.
including the Duke's daughter, whatever.
That's what you heard of.
I guess the pressing question on, well, I would say everybody's mind, but I don't know if everybody really puts much thought into it. And I'm gonna just stare right at Fenian. Be like, so why is it that you want to go to these caves so badly? Like, what is your purpose for doing this? What's the plot?
What's the plot?
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably share that it was a request from, I forget her name that I met in the first session. Who did I start off talking to? Who gave me the piece of paper?
From
From Silvery Moon.
Oh, that would be from Silvery Moon. That
He
would
met
be
two
Lady,
ladies in Silvery
yeah, Lady
Moon.
Olastrial.
Alastriel, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's the leader of Silvery Moon.
Yeah.
It was a request given
She's
to me
also
from...
a chosen Amistra, very powerful magic user.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so you also met with Lady Illustriel, and who was this other person? Or are you not saying that in game? Sorry, I don't want to.
The other person was the seer, and I don't think I told anyone about the seer.
No, you didn't. Well, Inky followed you.
Inky followed me because Inky's always following
But I only
me.
got a one-word hint on what that was all about.
Like he's my fucking FBI agent.
You're gonna catch him one day.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So, John, it was Lady Illustrial that gave... This is out of game, sorry. But it was Lady Illustrial that gave Fenian the scroll that I want.
It was written
Was
by
it
the
seer.
It
that
was
gave-
written by the seer when she had a vision.
Okay.
That's right. 'Cause she had a vision, wrote it down, went into like catatonic shock or
Yep.
something.
And then it ended up with Lady Illustrial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the seer like usually
So-
works for Lady Illustrial.
So you came here looking for help with your little problem,
Uh-huh.
and then got denied,
Yep.
and then sent on some quest by her, and you're doing it?
Well, it's killing two birds with one stone. If I get in her good graces, who knows, she might change her mind. And it gives me a reason to keep going around the Silver Marches looking for more help.
Right.
Not to mention, you do know what that cult leader had said. He did speak it out loud to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
yes,
what
Moira
Moira had
as
told
well.
you as well. There's something going on with the Star Spawn, and it's something called the Star Gate.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Battlestar Galactica.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
But it's all, they didn't get into details of what that is.
I know, out of game I'm trying to piece it together, but also Catalan would really be trying to piece what she knows together. So I don't try to metagame. So sorry, I'm just thinking in my brain.
I can hear Chonky running on the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think at that point, Chunky jumps on your head.
Whose head?
Your head
Oh God. He's getting swatted
jumps back out.
immediately.
Back into Ron, cuddles
In fact,
in.
I'll be like, Inky,
He,
back.
he has like a nest built around Ron's hair.
That's why it's so tussle.
That's why it's so
because
fluffy.
constantly like moving and rummaging around. in there.
And that's why Ron doesn't like it when people ruffle his hair because they're gonna mess up Chonky's nest.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Great hair.
it all checks out now.
It all checks out.
It all makes sense now. All right,
Uh.
so you came here for that, and then all right. And so I'm assuming that these star spawn have something to do with what's going on in the Feywild.
Yes.
And the tentacle creature.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Did
Just, know-
did Catalan tell Fenian that the Desta family actually approved of them sending help to the Feywild?
Catalan
think
didn't
so.
say that. No, I this part I remember because I said it. From episode 1. So when you and I were at breakfast the next day, the morning, I revealed that my name was, Desta, and I think we asked John, like, would Fenian know that name? Like, would that name ring familiar? Because my dad does travel to the Feywild. And it was pretty much like, yeah, you kind of know the House Desta as viziers to my queen. And then I said, I think you would also possibly know because of your involvement that, yeah, House Desta is like one of the only, like almost the only house that has voted to send assistance. But also like just gets shot down every time.
So
But
then,
she was acting all cocky, like, I'm from House Desta. And then you said something about my dad, and then I called him a pushover.
okay.
I said, oh yes, I said, you must be referring to my father. I said, weak-willed man.
So yeah, when you ask that, Fenian would probably look at Catalan like, well, you should know. That's why we petitioned for help in the first place.
I don't know, because that is my father's job. My job is a little different, so... We
Yeah.
both work for the royal court
Writing the
on
notes.
different levels.
Taking meeting notes.
I make copies
Oh.
of lots of things
So
that
you're
are
an
very
intern?
important. No, I'm not an intern. Well, I was an intern, but I had several. Oh God, this is mirroring my real life. I had 2 jobs, but I was only getting paid for Sorry, this is literally mirroring my real life right now. I did a lot in a day. So, but if you are referring to my father's position, he is vizier. I am just a scribe, so there is a big gap in everything, and a lot of what he does is classified, and he doesn't share it. Nor should he, because that would be treason. So.
Interesting.
But I do know that he's usually voted 19-1, so.
Finian probably wouldn't have any gripes of saying, yeah, the Starspawn that Moira mentioned are very much involved in what Finian came to the material plane in the first place to seek help with aberrations pretty constantly attacking the Summer Court and the surrounding area.
And it's all just above your heads and power levels, which is why you need assistance.
Have you ever fought an aberration before? Have you ever seen a dragon with multiple eyes like a beholder?
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, maybe in a history book, but...
It's not a fun time.
Well...
To give you some reference, a creature like that, somebody was riding one of those when they attacked the Summer Court.
Well, who was riding it?
Beats the shit out of me. They didn't land.
Blow themselves up in the middle of a church?
No one blew up.
Well,
Summer Court
the Eladrin people don't know about losing because we're winners, and you know, we like to help out other people.
Is such a bitch. Oh my god.
Interesting. Hang on. You said you mentioned that you're just winners, huh?
Well, yes.
I'm gonna pull out a rolled up piece of parchment and be like, you don't seem like you're winning too well.
And who gave that to you again? Sorry, just curious.
Oh, you must have some cotton in your ears. That's fine. It'll click.
Well,
it would be a lot of cotton.
I'm not sure what we were talking about out of game versus in game. That's why I was
He'll tell you that it was
sure
Lady Elustriel.
Oh, that's right. And she trusted it to you when I literally spoke to her like the day before.
Yeah. Doesn't that sting a little?
Well,
I'm sure it does.
I was simply giving her a notice that someone in the Eladrin royal court passed away. So.
Okay.
Yes.
I just like the fact that this started with like, hey, are we gonna do something about the Mad Hermit, and we're gonna go kill wyverns, and
yeah. And now we're just bickering back.
Now we're like anime characters that have a lightning bolt
at this point, Alexis and Ron just sleeping in bed at this point.
I was gonna say Ron passed out when I started talking about the differences between wyverns and worms.
Let's wrap this up a little bit. Yeah. So I guess, Catalin, the question for you is, do you take a look at those papers now?
Yes, that's why I wanted to.
All right, so they are written in Gnomish. Can you read Gnomish?
Comprehend languages, man. I will ritual cast it.
All right, so you ritual. By the way, I think Ron can read Gnomish.
Doesn't matter. He's asleep and I'm awake, so.
All right.
Yep.
And
so
as you for his help.
As you focus, you can see the words finally come into clarity. And you start reading through all of these papers you have.
It's just a porn magazine.
Because you work with paperwork all the time, I'll give you advantage on this roll. Can you just give me an intelligence roll?
Straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, crooked intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I meant like not a skill check, like history or you know what? Where does Fenian stop and Gary begin? Okay.
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Same to me, right? Yes.
Fenian needs an accent.
It's gonna get to the point that
you need to work on a voice.
The next time Katie and I see each other, we're just gonna start fucking wailing on each other.
Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't happen last Saturday. Like, happy birthday to your child. Punch.
Bam.
Oh, by the way, are you enjoying my my swords?
He can't quite swing them too well yet, but I'm sure.
Okay. Well, as long as Christina can, I think that's fine.
Oh yes.
It's gonna get there. All right.
It's gonna
advantage on just straight up intelligence, not a skill roll. Oh, okay. 30, 20.
All right, so I think you glean a few things from these papers.
Yeah.
You see a lot of communication between gnomes and other inventors throughout Sundabar. It appears the gnomes have engineered many of the machines that were attached to these people. You also see another note. It says, the spell on the machinist is working as intended. Control is unstable at times. Portal has been opened. Misproduction is moving along smoothly. You also see another note with your very high roll. Dear High Bureaucrat Fudge, our spell on the dwarf appears to be holding. He has gone quite insane over the last several weeks. The portal, as promised by the Oblivion, was opened, and the mist has been distributed. Money is beginning to flow in, and once enough souls are fed to the portal, we should have control of the monster. And that's the end of what you can, based upon the papers that you've gathered, that you could get out of it.
So basically, they cast a spell on the dwarf to drive him insane. So the gnomes were really the villains the whole time.
It does appear that way.
Never trust a gnome.
They acted like paper pushers, but they were really, oh god.
The shadow government.
Do you mind, John, sending me that script in Discord, like, at some point? Because I'm very forgetful. Like, I'll forget. Just like tonight, I've been super forgetful with stuff. Either
Yep,
a screen.
I'll send
like,
it over
just,
now.
I was gonna
because
say,
will
if you have it
forget.
already typed up, just screenshotting it works. I can blow it up, so.
Why can't I
But yeah.
find what happened to our macro?
Yeah, the
Or
gift macro
displaced.
vanished for some reason.
So.
Really?
So basically, yeah, while Rexus and Ron are snoring and spooning on the thing, and Fenian's just tinkering with his usual
I'm actually going to be, I'm going to be tinkering with potions, but specifically that sample of Evermist that I took from the machinist's place.
Hmm.
So I'm going to see if I can figure out some more about what this stuff is.
All right, you can give me a roll.
Alchemy.
Shit. Thanks, John.
You
Nope,
have no fucking idea.
I sure don't. I sure don't.
You look it over, but you can definitely tell it's something definitely magical. Not like a potion that you've ever seen before. It's more of it makes some sort of a connection beyond just giving an effect.
Okay. Another night then.
Can I? Alright, sorry. I'm such a role player, but I assume with the failed roll and stuff that maybe Fenian lets out a curse or like a, like this isn't working or something. And even though Catalin's like chewing on a pen and looking over all these papers, I'll just kind of look up and be like, next time you want to do something like that, you should inform me. I could be helpful.
I'm sure you could if you wanted to be.
Well, what exactly are you trying to do? Figure it out? Create more of it? Create a bomb out of it?
No, just figure out some of its origin. It seems very coincidental.
Yeah, I
The
don't know if
naming of
you
this stuff is
share any of this
Evermist.
information with Fenian or not, but
Well, at this point, I'm just role-playing that I'm still in the middle. I'm assuming it's going to take a couple hours to
oh yeah, definitely takes you some time to go through
decipher
it.
and recopy and...
Yeah, Fenian's essentially just going to tell her,
Together.
I'm just looking at what this stuff is made of.
Yeah, and you can't figure it out within that time frame, Fenian.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps next time you'll say something before you get started and fail.
Maybe not.
So... Right.
All right.
And then I'll
So we
dive
head-
back into the papers.
We head into the next morning. You guys have a good night's rest, a long rest if
Yeah.
anybody needs it.
I'm going to take it anyway.
The next morning, it is a rainy day outside. You should look at the sun streams through the window, and you can see the rain starting to come down, creating more mud. This place seems to be full of mud everywhere. Well, where do you guys go? What would you like to do?
I don't know. Did we decide on the wyverns? Do we want to go for Druid Man?
I mean,
Hermit
it sounds like the wyverns would be a good
most
opportunity for money and supplies and whatnot.
Yes.
and also, getting like a reputation bump or whatever, with the dead snows.
Yeah.
And
actually kept
it
the sheep
also
in the barn.
seems like we'll probably have to talk to the hermit if we want some more some kind of inside information or whatever about the caves.
Yeah, so they keep the sheep in the barn now, which has been really bad. They've been sort of getting sick and stuff like that. They need to be out in the open where they can get exercise and eat grass and stuff. So, because every time they put them out there, the wyverns come.
Well, I don't really care one iota about the sheep. However, the wyverns would be the most lucrative because it's easily 200 gold up front in the form of furs, but
It's in the uplands pasture
trust you
across
to
the
do
river,
that.
so...
Plus, if we can extract the wyvern blood, the apothecary might be interested in that, and if we can take off some of the scales, then we might also be able to sell that at a magic shop because the scales could be used as material components and possibly even armor, but we'll see. So I am actually in favor of the wyverns.
I mean, the wyverns are closer, yeah?
They
Yes,
are.
that too.
Why not?
Well, in the event that, with the Mad Hermit, that could turn into its own thing related to Keep Kesselharp. So
Yeah,
might as well do the
exactly.
wyvern.
We haven't had the
Wyverns
best luck
first.
with people just living in the middle of nowhere, so...
Yeah.
This is true.
Let's do the animal control quest first.
Yes. So wyverns, although not exactly the same as dragons, they possess two scaly legs, leathery wings, and actually a tail that has a stinger that is quite dangerous. So stay far away.
Are we like talking about this like
I was gonna
during
say,
breakfast?
as we go, Catalin's just like, oh, wyvern knowledge, ABCs. No.
I like the idea. It's a montage. We wake up and get ready. We're eating breakfast. She's telling us about it.
still
We're
talking
somewhere
about
else. She's still talking about it. By the time we're done, we've heard her entire thesis paper on it, from college.
Yes.
We all suffer a
And-
level of exhaustion because we just can't stand her.
I was saying in the middle, I'm going to take a short rest and just take another nap while she's talking. It literally just puts me to sleep as soon as she starts talking about it.
So basically,
I think Rex's would pay
Rex is
attention just
carrying
because it's
Ron.
very helpful for hunting.
Yeah.
But when she's like starts going on using it would be like Greek and Latin, like taxonomy stuff and things like that. Like it's just he's never heard these words before, so he's just gonna kind of nod and be like,
I'm gonna go ahead and be proactive and drink my celery juice.
they also don't typically fight on the ground, so that could possess a difficulty. But
yeah. See, that's the information that
they
Rexus
are
needs.
capable of flying, which we are not. So, oh, and it's a rainy day apparently. Thank you, John.
Very rainy.
Oh, good. In Valheim,
okay,
when
now
it
it's light.
rains, the flying stuff stays on the ground. So
Now it's a little light, but still. I'm going to use the ladies' room before we go fight a wyvern.
All right. I'm going to use the bathroom too real quick, and I will be right back.
I'm going to take the
Burb.
dog out and I'll be back.
okay, I guess I should use the bathroom too.
Buy a break.
Well.
What, you bought general party supplies?
Yeah, rations, rope. I even bought some parchments for you, you nerd.
Oh,
Since you like
Well.
to forge things.
well, yes, I wouldn't say I necessarily like it, although I do, but I'm also very good at it. And the paper in which I was referring to all morning that I wrote was technically not my paper. I wrote it for some wood elf.
Just take the gift and say thank you.
His car. All right, fine, thank you.
So you head out into the rain as it pours down on you. It's a pretty steady rain that's going on. What about Ron? Does Ron do anything special when he like a prayer to Helm or anything in the morning?
Yeah, but it's like a really like a noob style. Like he doesn't know how to pray, so he just kind of like, "Hey Helm, thanks for the good stuff." Amen.
You get a good feeling come over you from it. And you head out the south gate. It's muddy. There are people going about. You can hear traders kind of yelling at each other along the way as you go through the south gates. The ice spears are there, and you can see Rexus. They give you a head nod as you pass. You head down the cart path. There are some tents and houses over here, but you head over towards the wooden bridge. Are you bringing your carriage, or are you leaving it?
See, I'm thinking we bring the carriage. John's gonna try to like blow it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
never
I
do that.
well
I
even
would never do
from
that.
You absolutely would do that.
even like in game, if we're gonna be fighting something that can fly and like carry off sheep and stuff like that, we probably don't want to bring our carriage and horses near these things.
We should leave
So I mean, if it's not that far away, plus also too, if it's super muddy, I don't know how easy taking the carriage through the mud is. So
My thought is
it could get stuck.
we leave the carriage, we go and kill the wyverns, and we use their skin to fly back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
true, you can
reasonable
do
to
that
me.
as well.
Or we
Some
train them.
wyverns have actually been tamed as domestic
So
mounts,
Ron,
but
do you
very
write a letter to Kimber and send and drop it off at the post office?
I do. Yeah, actually, I wrote it up.
Okay.
I'll drop it in Discord for you.
Okay.
for everybody or just to John?
I'll throw it in Ron's diary.
All right.
Yeah.
Put it
I
in
like
Ron's
to read that
diary.
shit. Oh my god. Look at that. You get Greg to write one backstory and look how into it he is.
I know, right?
He's like,
Yes.
oh, I've got my
Chucky
own
says hi.
channel on our Discord, and
That's
also
great.
I'm just now noticing Rebecca's picture of the alligator sleeping on top of the turtle. Or
Yeah,
That's
there's like
great.
turtles there or something. I was trying to find a nice picture of a alligator like sleeping, and then it was like looked like it's sleeping on the turtles. So it was like, okay, but the macro isn't there, so I put it in Discord.
now now we have to run into that hag again so she can curse Ron and turn him into a turtle.
Oh my god.
Just saying.
Or you could try out the potion that Fenian has. So
Yeah, I do have this black potion that
yeah,
I don't know what
mystery
it does.
black potion.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a mystery potion.
Great. Because I have the other ones. I got the potion of growth and climbing and the love potion.
So as you get over to the upland pastures, there is a big barn there. There's sort of a farm, and I assume you talk to the man there, and he agrees to let the sheep out. But he warns you that this is probably going to attract the wyverns.
That's alright.
That's the idea.
What if we only let out some of the sheep?
Well, yeah, I don't think we want to let all of them out. It'll be kind of.
What about like a lone sheep? Like an underperformer? Like, not meant for this world.
What's your bummest leg sheep?
Yes.
Your
Do you
bummus
have any
leg sheep.
three-legged sheeps or something like
Yes,
that?
because that's what I got.
Or one that, like, doesn't grow enough wool. or
Well,
something.
I should put them all out there if you guys are going to protect them. They haven't been out in a few days.
We're not exactly going to protect them. We're going to attack the wyverns, but the wyverns could still attack the sheep. So,
He goes, they'll be fine. And
Do
he kind of ushers them out. And there's a couple of dogs that he has that help them, help him like corral. the
Catalan,
sheep.
can wyverns breathe fire?
John, would Catalan know if wyverns breathe fire?
I think Catalan would know. I'm not sure.
Do they-
She she wrote like a thesis paper on it. She was saying they're like dragons. I mean, traditionally, I think
Yeah,
wyverns
they
just
don't-
had their
you
stinging
know-
tail, but
You know they don't breathe fire or anything
No.
like that. They're just sort of these
No,
big
they
flying.
do not. They
Yeah.
fly. They have 2 legs. They have two.
he's concerned about, like, oh, I gotta let my sheep out, and then, Rexus is worried that these, like, tiny dragons are gonna come down and frickin' just strafe and just breathe fire all over the sheep.
Nope, they
Catalan
don't
brings out
breathe
the character
fire.
sheet of a wyvern.
They don't breathe fire.
Catalan's like, well, first things first, their challenge rating.
It's a 6.
We are only level...
So where would you guys like to set up for this?
Well, I feel like be hidden.
Yeah. Did...
I kind of want to ride one of the sheep.
When the wyverns have attacked in the past, did they wait until like the farmers were or the shepherds were gone?
He says, usually it's when nobody's around.
Okay, yeah, then we should hide.
All right, there's a little tree here. There's another one over here. There's some over here in the bushes. Where would you guys like to hide?
Well, that seems to be the biggest one.
Probably, yeah.
This is like a big
Catalan's
tree
gonna hide.
above you, and
Catalan's
you can
gonna hide
hide
in
underneath.
town.
Catalan's gonna hide in
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Start shooting from
Like,
a
what-
mile away.
What's the furthest away she
I'm
can
not
be?
a law
It's-
master.
To be like, just let me know if you need any good rolls. Just flip the pages on our book and just occasionally just, altering reality and just goes back to reading.
Actually,
So
you
it
know
doesn't-
what? Finian would probably go to the tree over here just so that we're all not in one place.
And
So-
he's like, yeah, I don't want to be here when they breathe fire. And Rexus is like, wait, what?
When Catalan's wrong.
It doesn't take long before you hear the screech of something in the sky above you, and you can see this big creature sort of dips down out of the clouds. They're bigger than you thought it was going to be as you guys look up at this.
Are they
He just
even
drops a
wyverns, or
Tarrasque
did they
on
get
here.
it wrong?
Actually, dragons.
No, you. I don't know
Wait,
if
I
you've
wanna
ever
be
seen a
towards the
wyvern in
front.
real life, Catalan, but it's definitely a wyvern.
Okay, so based on
From
its appearance,
based on your appearance and your
my paper that I wrote,
your research, yes.
that wood elf.
Your research.
Well, I stayed up all night so that the
And you
people
see this thing, it makes a beeline over here to one of these sheep.
Oh boy.
What would you guys like to do?
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
Get him. Go get her, Ray.
I'm
All right,
already
let's
jacked
roll.
up on drugs, so.
First of all, everybody give me a stealth check with advantage.
Well,
Oh.
I have disadvantage, so
I was about to say, how
I think I'd
far away?
leather. Okay, cool.
I don't wear armor,
Like-
Splam.
but I got a 15.
Ashton.
All right, so 20, 15, 2, unfortunately.
Well,
Well,
hold on.
I would have rolled an 18.
This is why
but
I'm in my own tree.
when that thing screeched, I also let out a little screech.
Oh
you
my
get
gosh.
advantage, Rexus.
Oh, I do?
Yes, that's
Okay.
Because you guys are hiding like
Using
in
the
the
trees.
bushes,
It's
using the
covered.
trees. So I'll give you guys advantage.
That's
a little
better.
bit better. So let me roll the perception. for this guy.
Significantly better.
So you guys will get a surprise attack unless he rolls really high on his perception.
Nat one.
They're pretty perceptive, surprisingly.
One.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shit.
So I'd like to point out that earlier Gary wanted me to roll low on the intelligence check. He was like, roll like shit, and I rolled like a 19. And now he said roll an at 1, and you
Yeah.
rolled a 20. So Gary, stop talking.
all right.
And he
The
tried to, like,
wyvern
roll
gets
low.
an 18
Yeah.
on his initiative as well. All right, you can see he
Oh.
notices you guys right away. He notices Benny in it actually as he's sort of
God.
flying down.
Help.
Fucking
God help.
closer. Alright, how many
Oh, I gotta roll initiative.
spell slots do I have, though? That's the real
Oh,
question.
damn.
Oh, Rexus. All right, Rexus. You see this thing has noticed Fenny, and it seems to be going towards him now. You get to go first.
All right.
When in doubt,
He is.
pinky out.
It is 60 feet away from me.
Yeah.
30, 20.
Throw a sheep at it.
You're just hovering
See, I
there.
wish when you would mouse over your weapon, it would like give you
Tell
more
you.
information.
Yeah.
You know, in hindsight, we should have worn the sheep as hats.
Right, because that makes a lot
Gone
of
full
sense.
wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yes.
Sitch.
All right, short bow's 1d6. What the hell's a javelin? Also 1d6, except I get to use my strength with that. So, all right. So I should be able to. Freaking come on. That's right. I still only can do 20 or 30. I should be able to run 30, and then it should be, yeah, 30 foot to him. So it should just be right within the regular range of a javelin.
Alright, go for it.
And yeah, so I am going to burst out of the trees and do the freaking Skyrim werewolf roar. You know, when they initially shift. You know, they go like this and they're like, oh, you know, and then pull javelin off my back and right at the.
Alright, go for it. Roll the hit. 13 is just enough.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So you get it right in the side of its body. It's big too. It's like under its wing as it's flapping for 8 points of damage.
Nice. Oh, yeah,
It's
and I
not enough,
forgot that-
obviously, to stop it.
Well-
Let's see. Is it going to go after 1 is you, Rexus? 2 is going to be Fenian.
Wait, that doesn't kill it?
No.
Oh shit.
All right, Rexus. It actually turns away from Fenian and heads towards you.
Well, I just poked it.
Thanks,
And
Rexus.
it like lands in front of you and is going to try to bite you. Hold on a second.
We need our GIF macro. I need to be able to share
I know,
GIFs of
I
like
wanted to
dinosaurs roaring right now, because that's what Rex
Alright.
is doing.
So it bites you for a 9, cut in half, obviously.
Alright.
And then its tail comes up from, it just kind of comes out of nowhere in the rain and comes out and just tries to come down upon you. Ooh, and it misses, I think, right?
Yeah,
14
my
enough.
AC is a 16 now.
Oh, nice. You dodge out of the way as the stinger goes into the ground right next to you. It is Ron's turn.
I also jump out of the bushes.
Aha.
Aha! I would like to move, but I want to hold my action for Fenian to get up in there. So I would like to move up to here.
You can move your initiative behind him if you want. It's just be permanent.
Actually, yeah, let's do that then.
All right.
Yeah, just flip it around.
Swip swap.
Yeah, do a little zippity zop.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath, dude.
Down
All right.
by the river.
Fenian, you're up.
Cool beans, dog. I am going to. I'm gonna move my 30 feet, nya, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to use my phase step to close the rest of the gap, and
So in mid-run, you see him disappear, and he appears right next to it.
he takes 2 points of fire damage.
All right.
Is he dead?
No.
He's not dead yet.
Not dead yet. Still alive.
Let's see.
He's like, hey, what's up?
Then I'm going to go.
I like the idea every time we ask if it's dead yet, the wyvern's just like, man, I feel really insulted right now.
I'm gonna go slish slash with my scimitar. No, I don't. It's
Big
me.
miss.
I'm back.
You're back. You're back to rolling normally. Good. All right, Fenian. Anything else?
Nah, dog.
Okay. Catalan, you're up.
No, I go.
Actually, I think it's Ron now. 'cause-
Oh, Ron's up. Yeah,
We flippity flopped.
that's right.
All right. So actually, I jump back in the bushes, and then I jump back in again. I go, aha! And then I run up, and I'm going to give some blessings. Actually, can I
Oh.
You 30 feet? I can't see the. I think you're 30 feet, right? Yeah.
You can also just literally bless the three of you that are
Actually-
melee fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't deserve
You guys
blessing.
all-
I
you
appreciate
do the
the
bless.
compliment, but you three are in its face.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a blessing
All right.
on me, Rexus, and.
Get blessed.
Finian. Get blessed.
And they all sneeze at the exact same time.
Blessings.
All right. Anything else, Ron?
Obviously, I shout for Kimber, and as I run up.
All right. I love it.
Yeah.
Catalin, you're up.
Yes, I am. I, not having too many things at my disposal, I'm gonna have Inky here out of nowhere. Yes. Yeah, get over here, boy.
Bloop, bloop.
And I think he's gonna go over there, do his Inky thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, I'll try it, but I don't think it's gonna be successful. But you never know. Inky's gonna try to ink spray the wyvern.
All right. Yeah, go for it.
That would be a con
Right-
save to
Right in the
wyvern.
eyeballs.
Right in the corneas.
Yeah. I think he's gonna try that.
12.
Well, on paper, that is Inky's DC, but I know you
Okay.
and I had also talked about his DC scaling, so I don't know.
I think 12 is enough. I don't know how to scale that yet.
Okay, we'll
So-
figure it out.
12 it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure
12 it
that
is,
out.
so
Yeah, I think
it-
12 for now.
It just
Um,
misses. It literally closes its eyes.
Yeah,
just
I
in
think it
time.
gets ink on it, just not in
Yeah.
its eyes.
Yeah, and then he.
Back
Wearing
at the top of the
safety
order.
glasses.
Rexus, you're up.
It's just a
Well,
must.
that was just Inky's turn. That wasn't my turn.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad.
You're fine. All I'm gonna do is
Don't you have
Ooh,
additional
nice.
spells now?
what?
Don't you have some additional spells?
I did get some spells, but for right now, I'm going to move my arms in such a manner, and then because I'm a Baldur's Gate nerd, I'm gonna yell, Ignis! And a flame of fire is going to erupt from my hands, and it's only a
Ooh,
13.
This is new. 13's enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I hit with a 13.
All of a sudden, fucking fire bolt.
Yeah, Fenian, you are very
Flies.
impressed.
John,
Yeah,
quick
it's my
question.
thing.
You're not the only one that can play with fire.
To do like a perception check, is that an action?
I mean, depends on what it's for. Is it? Yes, generally it's an action.
Well, I wanted to look at this guy because I heard tell that there's two of these things, and I'm only seeing one.
Yeah.
Unless there's another one
Oh.
inside of it.
All right, so yeah, you can just give me a perception check. I'll let you do it as a free action.
Like, I don't know if that's an action to do or not.
No. I mean, if you're trying to perceive something specific about a monster or something like that, but just looking up in the sky, I think is fine.
I'm worried that there's supposed to be two, and I'm only seeing one.
Yeah, you see one dip out of the clouds.
Fuck. Okay. I probably didn't want to look.
It's
No,
coming.
you didn't.
No.
It's coming,
Well,
but
it's
just not
coming,
this
all right.
round.
All right, so we just got to quick kill this one, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
Rexus, you're up.
All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I hit the. Is the javelin still sticking out of it?
It is. And all the sheep go like scatter everywhere.
Oh, good.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm just kidding. They don't say what's up.
Actually, I like the idea that when Inky shot ink at it, it kind of like went and like turned its head, or it like landed on its nose and just kind of went, and just like got rid of it. And but like maybe it turned its head like away from Inky, but then maybe it's kind of, and then Rexus will come up and just try to hit it with his claws,
Now one of the sheep. are
just
dyed
kind of
black.
freaking bat its face around.
Oh, you hit. Very nice. 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Holy
And I
shit.
think you get an additional attack too, right?
Yep, because I'm doing my claws.
Ooh, unfortunately, not enough to get through its scales. All right. 1 will be Rexus, 2 will be Fenian, and 3 is going to be Ron. Rexus, he hates you. Hates you. Absolutely hates you. Tries to bite. 20 will hit for 13.
Ouch.
And the Stinger, 17, will hit
Hold
for
on,
8.
I'm still.
Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Hold on.
Don't forget, you guys are blessed.
You're blessed.
Well, when I rolled the attack, it added in the D4. So let's see if it adds in the D4 when I click on the con saving throw.
Oh, that's right, automatically. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that.
You didn't even need it. All right, yeah. So you take half of this as poison injects into your system. So you take 5 more.
Close.
Fenian, you're up.
Cool dog. Bonus action. I'm going to prick my finger and initiate my rite of flame. Oop, did it twice. And so now my sword's on fire, even though it's raining.
Yeah, you can hear the rains like singeing off of it.
And then stab.
15 is enough.
For 14 points of dabblage.
Oh, that's. I was like, how did you get so high from a 4?
Yeah, the bless and then
Holy cow.
my drugs bumping up my fucking dexterity, man.
Yeah, nice. 14. Your blade goes deep into the side of this thing. It screeches so loud.
Performance enhancing.
Performance enhancing drugs. That is my whole shtick.
Anything else, Fenian?
No.
Ron, you're up.
I take drugs and stab. That's what I do.
Me and Rebecca were playing Baldur's Gate last night, and my ever-burned flame sword was on me. We went down to the Zenitar?
Oh, Zentarum.
Zentarum, thank you. There's all this oil on the ground, and my flame sword kept lighting on. I kept exploding, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
There was a whole lot of quick loading last night.
We kept like saves coming because I just kept blowing the thing up because I didn't realize my flame sword dragging on the ground was going to light on fire. Anyway, I'm going to cut this thing's head off, John.
All right, go for it.
Oh, I have to roll? I don't just.
No, it doesn't happen automatically. I'm sorry.
Game sucks.
You can do whatever you
But you
want.
do hit
You're only
for
limited
5
by your
points of damage.
imagination and the dice gods.
Do you do any of your extra smite stuff?
Nah. Because I only got 3 spell slots. I'm going to hold off.
All right, you do. You hit it in the side of the neck a little bit.
Especially since we're expecting
it is a very angry.
Yeah.
Catelyn behind the tree.
Yep. Sure am. Is it? Alright, it's me. Okay, it is. I'm gonna hold off. I have an idea, but I'm gonna hold off for this round. Inky is going to assist. Oh, sorry. I thought I was on Inky. Inky's going to assist Fenian because his blade is on fire. And I'm going to cast a... I need an intelligence saving throw from the creature.
Yeah.
As I
Intelligence.
try
You know,
to...
he is super smart.
Oh, he is?
No.
He went to Wyvern Harvard.
Wyvern University.
Yes.
The Fighting Wyverns.
Oh, well. Did he? Oh, I think he did fail,
Shit.
though.
A -3, so my DC is a 14. So
You're so lucky.
I was about to say the crazy part is how high it was up.
Yeah.
2 psychic damage, but he also subtracts a d4 on its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
I wonder if they have that here. I can
Sure.
give that.
Well, I mean, we could, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Top of the order, another wyvern joins the battle. Let's let it roll initiative. All right,
Oh boy.
Rexus, you're up.
Where?
Hate it.
I have
You see this thing
mouse.
is diving downward.
Oh, great.
Oh, it's not on the ground.
Mechanically, I don't know how
Oh, it is.
effective
It's all
this
the way
is,
back there.
but it feels pretty cool. Rexus is gonna know the other wyvern descending. I don't know if it's like screaming or making noise or something.
Well, I'm sure Ron pointed it out to you.
And it's kind of just like, shit, we need to, try to finish this one off. And I want to, because you said the javelin's still sticking in the side, I want to go up and try to like push the javelin in further. So I don't know if you just want to treat that as another javelin attack,
Let's
if you want to
do
do
another
this.
javelin attack. Yeah.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, you grab a hold of it, it ends up coming out and landing on the ground. The thing is just squirming everywhere. Unfortunately.
Ooh.
I would have given you double damage too.
Man.
60 feet.
Anything
I
else,
don't think-
Rexus?
No, because pretty much, I think Rexus has like one bonus action, and that's raging. Oh, no, wait, he also has Hungry Jaws. Well, I don't need that right
This
now.
time he goes after you, Ron. Ron, a bite misses you. Can't get through the armor of Helm. But it does have a stinger. Ooh, and again you dodge out of the way in your little halfling way.
So tiny.
This guy is going to... And he's going to be about 10 feet off the ground. And that's going to be the end of his turn. Fenian.
Third verse, same as the first. Shh,
Alright,
dead.
go for it. 18 will hit for another 16. Ooh,
You
nice.
also, you did have advantage, but
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Nope.
Alright, 16 points of damage. Again, a big slice comes out of him. He looks hurt. Anything else, Fenian?
When I get my extra attack, you guys are so boned. No, that's it.
Alright, Ron, you're up.
All right, this time I'm gonna cut its head off.
Alright, go for it. No, you miss, actually. Anything else? You have a
Free
bonus
action. Yeah, I think free action. I'm just gonna warn them that next time your head is
Next
coming
time?
off.
You're so dead.
You're so dead.
Catalan.
yeah.
We were busy doing all the Matrix dodging and stuff before, and he's like, I can do that too.
Am I able to assess, because also with my just extreme knowledge of the wyverns, the wyvern that they've been hacking at, does he still look pretty like fresh to death, or does he look close to
Oh
death?
no, he looks bloodied at least.
Does that mean like half?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, at the very least, it might make the next turn go easier. So, I'm going to cast a new spell at it, because the other one's...
Disintegrate?
No.
Wouldn't that
So
be nice?
I'm going to weave my hands and make like a net-looking fucking thing with my fingers. As underneath it, I think I can do it underneath it. I'm going to cast... Oh god, that's a really big area of effect. Fudge nuggets. That's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Oh, 20-foot cube.
Well, I'm gonna get somebody in it.
Well, it's going to get him too as well, right? But you might
He's 10
get...
feet
You're
in
going
the
to get...
air.
Huh?
He's 10 feet in the air.
It's a 20-foot cube, so I'm assuming it goes 20 feet up as
Three
well.
dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the definition of web says I can splay it between two posts, like a hammock. But it
Oh, so
also
you can't
says
quite
I
do
can
it that
lay
way.
it on the ground, and in
Oh,
this
okay.
case, I have to lay it on the ground. So the way I'm thinking
Well,
is that
if you did that, you would end up getting Fenian too, which probably would not be a good idea.
well, yeah, but
Well, if you moved it like northwestish and just got the back of this dude's butt.
And the
all of
sheep.
sheep.
No, he said the sheep ran away, but they're part of the background, so he can't move them.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What if I?
I
put
mean,
it right-
sheep are pretty stupid, but I think that they would, not be hanging around.
So it would do a dex saving throw on the start of its turn, because it would be starting its turn there.
Okay.
And it also, oh well, no, on its turn, and the thing, all right, it's not gonna get affected by the Mind Sliver because Mind Sliver's only to the end of my next turn, and it would make it save on its turn, which is after that. So instead, I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to use a portent roll on the wyvern's turn.
Okay.
And Inky is going to help Fenian again.
All right. Rexus, you're up.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get my javelin after the battle. Yeah, I'll just tear back into it in my claws. Nine.
19 will hit for 9 points of damage.
And do it again.
22 will hit for another 5. All right. Anything else, Rexus?
Well, now that we got 2 of them, actually, I think I am going to use my, Hungry Jaws. Bonus action.
I'm gonna make that joke every week.
Yeah. I didn't even name it that. Like, Hangry Boy, I renamed. Because that was just rage. But Hungry Jaws is actually what it's called for lizard folk.
You do. You claw it twice, and then like you bite into its neck. It screeches very loudly. All right, this one here.
Yeah, so it takes 7 damage, and I get two 10 hit points.
All right, it's gonna make a run here, a strafing run, and you're gonna get an attack of opportunity here, Fenian. But it's going to try to, first of all, it's going to try to bite you, Ron. Which it'll miss, but it's also going to try to attack with its claws. If it hits, it may pick you up and take you away.
Who, me?
You.
Yes,
No. You are the size of a sheep.
All right,
Run
so
away.
the claws grab you and gives you, and you take 13 points of damage from it. It holds on to you. Give me a strength or dexterity saving throw.
All right, hold on a second.
I knew I should have taken Sentinel.
Oh, that reminds me. I have friggin' protection. I haven't been using it. I gotta roll a concentration save as well. There we go.
Concentration's fine. Just save that for strength or dexterity. It's up to you.
Strength or dex. Let me see. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bam.
This is where bless will come in.
It's a saving throw, right?
Saving throw. 15 is just enough as you manage to squirm out of the way. This thing continues forward this way. It gets up to about 20 feet.
I'm gonna stab it.
I imagine with
you
strength,
get on the way
actually,
by.
I push it back up like, get out of here.
Technically, since this is an attack, this would be my advantage from Inky, right?
Yeah, I think it would. Go ahead.
Well, I'll say 30. No, yeah.
It says on your next attack, so. All right, so you do, what is it?
16.
16 points of damage.
Slice
Fenian,
it
you're
in.
up.
Flying over my head now.
And it comes right about here.
I hope this doesn't backfire on me like it always does. Bonus action. I'm gonna use.
Adeline is right over your head now as it's above the tree. As it goes right above the tree, it makes the tree branches kind of all go crazy.
I'm still under the tree, so.
I am going to use my Blood Curse of the Marked to essentially do a 1-turn Hunter's Mark on the dragon, not dragon, wyvern.
This guy?
Yeah, so it'll do an extra 4 damage if I hit him.
Oh wait, on his turn, I almost forgot about the web. Did he hit this guy?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Oh, never mind. Keep going.
I would say that one hasn't gone
Oh,
yet.
it died already?
No. I think
came
he
back
missed.
to life.
He missed
We have
twice.
problems.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, he had missed twice.
Well,
Fenian.
the creature...
He would have gotten disadvantage on the attacks anyhow, so because he was trapped by the web, you used your portent roll, right?
he would hold on. He would, because he started his turn there. I would use my port and roll so he fails the dex saving throw and becomes restrained. And then, he would have the option. Hold on, let me look up.
Yeah, he missed with an
Restrained is
11.
If he would choose to attack, despite the fact he's restrained, his attack rolls would be with disadvantage. On the flip side, he could attempt to use his action to break out.
Yeah, he got a 13 and a 10. He actually missed twice, so it doesn't matter. But next time around, we'll have to do that.
Yeah, as long as he's in the web and doesn't try to use his action to free himself, which he's a pretty.
Well, can he use his movement to get out? Oh no, he's restrained. He can't.
He's
move,
restrained because he failed the dex saving throw.
All right, Benny, you're up.
It's up to you if he's smart enough to try to free himself.
Yeah.
Or if he would just attack.
So
wildly.
he's marked. He takes 4 extra damage, so a total of 16 damage.
All right.
And since he's restrained, do I get advantage on that?
Yes, you do.
Cool, just to see if it's a nat 20. It is not a nat 20.
The creature also has disadvantage on dex saving throws when restrained.
What is going on? Why can I not target him all of a sudden? I gotta.
He's not on the field. You
Huh?
deleted You deleted the wyvern. You said he was dead.
No, he's there.
No, he's there.
I see a blood splatter.
I saw it for
accidentally
a second
killed
and then it came back.
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
I'm afraid to restart because of all the camera issues we were having.
We all have to restart. Everyone has to
I
reboot.
don't want to start a spiraling events.
I'm gonna have to
Blood
refresh.
control.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, Katie, refresh.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. He's back.
Hang on.
All
We're
right.
gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Do this.
Now, Fenian, you are up.
I just stabbed him.
Oh yeah, that's
16.
right. First,
With advantage.
16. Ron, you're up.
Well, no, I don't see John or Katie.
Yeah, I just see colored boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Now my screen just went. Boing.
Oh man.
Yay!
Everything's dark.
Difficulties. Do.
What is up with tonight
I don't know.
and the difficulties?
All right, I see everybody. Oh, nope.
Hang on. I'm coming back.
While everyone's messing with their cameras, I'm actually reading the manual on my sword, like trying to figure out how
What
to.
does
And
it say?
well, it says, step 1, pull sword from sheath, and I realized the sword and the sheath are still attached to each other, so I'm actually just slapping it with the leather sheath.
Oh, he was a scabbard.
Yeah, so that's why it's not doing any damage.
All right. So you finally do pull it out of his sheath.
So free action, I'm going to remove the sheath from the sword, and now I'm going to do a crit attack on him.
All right, go for it.
This is going to cut his head off. So
It might.
get ready to like remove his head from his body, John.
All right, I don't have a gift for that, but I'll work on it. All right, you missed. So sorry.
No, this game is fun. I love this game.
Anything else, Ron?
No,
All right, Catalin, you're up.
Well,
I only have 2
since
cameras.
I have, I can't see anybody, by the way. This is,
I just
really?
reset mine. Yeah.
I know. I might even have to log out if it's.
As I say,
That's
I
what I
logged out.
did.
and
I logged out
in.
back in.
Well, I refreshed. I can see all of you.
Oh, now I see boxes.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the camera feeds tonight. I don't know why.
That's why we can't have nice things, John.
I know.
How do you log out?
Well, I'm going to attack and then I'll log out and stuff like that and take care of it, but I'll keep my turn moving. I'm going to attack the webbed creature, which would be with advantage because he's restrained.
Yep.
So, 4 cold damage, John.
Ooh.
And its speed is decreased, so even worse. And I'm gonna log out and Inky gives Well, actually, they all have advantage because it's webbed. So he's just gonna.
Oh,
hang out.
shit.
Rexus.
Did I have
Well,
advantage
Inky
on him
could try
'cause he's
spitting
restrained?
at it again.
Yes,
Oh
Greg.
shit, you did, yeah. Go ahead and roll again.
All right, I'm just gonna click my longsword just to make it easier.
Alright, you still miss.
Even restrained, I'm just like I'm smacking the ground. I'm hitting the
Like,
tree.
I
I'm
don't
hitting
know how to
sheep.
use this thing yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I mean, you could argue that it's, it's when you're trying to hit it, the blade's not, like it's turning and you're hitting it flat because of the way its scales are.
It's
Yeah.
I
wet
wanna
because it's
get
raining.
closer.
Alright,
Well,
Rexus.
and that too. It's just the weather's shitty.
I'm going
He's
to hug
going
the
to
tree
attack
trunk.
you with disadvantage. First he'll bite.
No, wait, I didn't go.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, your turn. I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm busy doing camera stuff.
I know. I don't see Gary and Greg's. I see his picture. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna slash at it again twice.
Yay! Now I see everyone.
I don't see you,
No.
though, Gary. You're just a yellow square.
Yeah, same.
And I rolled. How did I roll the same damn thing twice in a row? All right, I'm done.
Alright. Now it's the wyvern's turn. He's going to attack you,
Now I
Rexus, with
see
a
it, Gary.
disadvantage. He can't seem to get out of this web. It's really annoying the fuck out of him. Let me see. Maybe he'll try to get out of it. No, he goes after you still. He'll bite. And he'll miss.
Figures if
because
he
of the web.
kills the things that are.
And then he'll stinger you. Oh, he'll still hit with the stinger for 11. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Shit. The stinger is the one thing I wanted to miss.
Oh wait, that's right. I had advantage.
Rexus, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I didn't realize you were going after me.
Yep. You took eight from the bite. Or I mean, 8 from the bite and 11 from the stinger, and the stinger has poison. So,
I didn't take 8
Constitution
from the
saving
bite. You rolled a 9.
oh, never mind. Sorry, just the stinger.
All right. Okay, hold on. Half damage and con saving throw. Yay!
22, very nice. So you take half of the 11, so you take 5. This other wyvern actually lands on the ground here next to you, Catalin.
And eats
Oh,
the
God.
tree.
I was
Turns-
gonna say I did move a little bit to hug the tree trunk a lot.
I'll give you +2 to your AC. But he is
But
going to try
I
to.
didn't cast mage armor on myself.
He is going to try to bite and sting you. Bite first.
I can't. Oh,
24 for 14 points of damage.
ow. Yeah.
Girl.
I
And
take
the stinger.
take all of that. Thank-
12. 12 miss you.
Wait, you said I get a +2?
Yep.
I'm a 13.
Oh
So-
wow! So it hits the tree right next to you. Like splinters go flying everywhere.
Mage
Did you
armor.
not-
on
No
my
wait,
I was
why?
gonna say, did you
why?
not do mage armor?
No.
God
She
damn.
didn't do mage armor.
So
I was
got
saying we lived through
Penny,
this.
you're
Actually,
up.
Rexus won't even have to say anything because Finian's never gonna let her live it down.
No,
So-
I'm not.
This thing does bite me though, and the 14 fucking hurts.
That's
Plus,
probably
I
the
do have
most
to
damage
roll-
you've taken this entire time.
Yeah, I think she would. I mean, at that point, I'm getting bit by a wyvern. I think there would be a visceral reaction to that. Like
You're like, when
I
I read about this, it wasn't nearly as painful.
Ow. Hold on, I do have to roll. I do maintain concentration on web though,
Oh, okay, good.
because I'm so brilliant. My concentration cannot be broken. However, British scream. Insert British scream.
I love that one. All right, Fanian, you're up.
Shh, give me tur. 15 damage.
That will hit for 15, and that is enough. As you dig your fire blade deep into its chest, it's enough to make it fall to the ground.
Finally, that thing was unhittable.
I am then gonna use my
Maybe for you.
other use of face step to go help the fucking rich girl. And so it
I'm a
takes another
rich
2
girl.
fire damage.
All right. And you can see he just sort of appears in front of you, Catalin. Ron, you're up.
Fenian shows up. He's like, I thought I heard a child in danger.
Um,
I'm sorry, is there a child in danger over here? Oh, you. Why didn't you cast Mage Armor?
Aren't you
I'm
better than
going
this?
to. Yeah, I'm gonna slog through the muck and mud and sheep shit. I'm going to.
In one hit, it did half my it did half my health. So I mean, that
Get
hurts
more-
me a lot more than it hurts y'all.
Yeah, get more health. I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe mage armor.
I've been saying this. I have been saying this from the start. Take drugs.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand Catalin her user manual and have her like just peruse it while we're fighting. Yeah, read up on the owner's
You can
manual.
give me a manual when you can actually hit something.
Ew,
case in
Oh my
maybe-
gosh, what's going on with
Fighting
you, Greg?
word.
In fucking point.
I mean, I'll hit him after he's dead.
Sure.
Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe how much you've missed. Anything
I
else,
can-
Ron?
Yeah, let me check my manual. Nope.
Did you want to? You can bonus action healing word and stuff like that still, but
Oh shit, I forgot. Hold on.
yeah.
I really only stepped over here for protection, but yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, I couldn't even shield that.
I'm not going to use a spell slot. I'm going to waste a spell slot. Which one's the bonus action? Healing word on Cataline.
So you get 5 hit points back from Ron.
Wow, that's like a third of your health.
I know.
It is.
Catalin, you are up.
It's a fifth of my health, actually. It's 20%.
God,
oh,
you're
I'm
so
up, am
squishy.
I?
You are.
All right. If I were to move away naturally, this thing, would it attack of opportunity?
It would.
Okay. I'm going to instead
I have
do
protection if you
mind
need.
sliver at it. So intelligence saving throw, please.
These things are super smart.
Ha!
Smart.
So you take 3 psychic, but also a minus D4 on your next turn. I have an idea.
All right.
I hope it's better than not putting on mage armor.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant idea. I have slight cover from the tree. Everything's okay. I'm even gonna keep Inky over where he is.
Think about it. If you had Mage
Well-
Armor and slight cover from the
Hold on,
tree, you'd
fine.
actually have like an AC.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Inky can move because he'll give Fenian help. Cause
Okay.
yeah, that's all I'm doing. Cause I can't.
All right.
move
Top of
away.
the order, Rexus.
All right, I'm gonna freaking run over there, bump, 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 and
Does this one
Start
look
rip-
like almost identical to the dead one, or is this one like smaller?
It's a little
Is
bigger,
one male,
actually.
one female? Oh, this is the male.
Yeah.
Oh shit! If they were boyfriend and girlfriend, we killed a girlfriend. Now boyfriend's pissed.
Just don't talk about him because you're gonna put me to sleep.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a hit for 9 points of damage. Very nice.
and try it again.
Yeah.
And 19 will hit for another 8, so 17 total.
All right.
Very good. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, it is the wyvern's turn. It's gonna go after. I think the 2 right in front of him. Either 1 is gonna be Fenian, 2 will be Ron.
I'm like in the tree.
All right, Ron. Unfortunately, this is not your fight right now.
I'm saying fortunately because
It will bite first, and even with a minus D4, it's still gonna hit you
Yeah.
for 14 points of damage, and then it's gonna use its stinger. 18. Is that enough?
My AC is 18. I don't think I have any pluses to that, right?
No.
Why is Inky rolling a con saving throw?
Oh, no.
I think. Do I have him selected? He's highlighted for me, and
But
I don't know why.
You also rolled a 20 to resist the.
Yeah, 20 is good though. It will do 16 points of poison damage, I believe. No, that's not right.
No, I rolled the con save, so I take half that, right?
No. No, the damage is just from the stinger. Let me roll the poison damage. This one's going to be a little bit more than the other one.
He rolled a 20 though on a con.
Yeah, so it's going to be half of that, an additional 12 as well.
I mean, it doesn't matter because
Wait,
I only have
not-
5 hit points. So
Well, hold
Oh,
on.
shit.
But you rolled a 20 on your Constitution saving throw, did you not?
I did.
So you wouldn't take any poison damage.
No, you take half.
No, you take half.
You take half.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, so I don't take half of the 16. I take half of the 25.
Yes.
All right, it doesn't matter because it puts me below 0. So
Well,
You see
Oh.
Ron goes down and
No
Chunky
more
goes,
bless.
weak.
yeah, my bless goes down too.
Oh.
that's unfortunate.
I have an idea. Let me know when it's my turn. It's not my turn yet. But...
All right, Fenian, you're up.
Cool beans. I have advantage from Inky.
You do. Just remember
Splip,
that
splap.
Inky, everyone talks about how helpful Inky is, but Inky is an extension.
Ooh, 16 points of damage. He looks bloodied.
I don't think I have anything for a bonus action right now, so yeah, that's it.
All right, Ron, give me a death saving throw, please.
That was quick.
Ooh.
Ooh, first one's a fail. You see Ron choking on blood a little bit on the ground. Remains coming down over and ruining his tusslable hair. Catalin, you're up.
Okay. So, I have an idea. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it might work. But I'm going to look at the wyvern, and I'm going to cast...
Okay.
So here's what I need, John. I'm assuming the target is gonna try and resist, which means the target would roll a Constitution saving throw, but the target is also taking a minus D4 to the Constitution saving throw because I cast Mind Sliver on the last turn, and it's not gonna fucking matter.
It's not gonna matter. Because I roll really good.
Where were you
Constitution
going
saving
to put it?
On top of the web.
throw. Oh, that would have been a good move too.
That
but
would've been.
I'm
I
sorry.
know! I'm a brilliant tactician.
Yeah, so the vortex opens up underneath it, but it just sort of sidesteps it.
Well, wait,
Unfortunately,
can't you use one of your portents to, like, make it fail?
I already did use a portent on the other one, and you definitely don't want me to use my other portent on
Yeah,
it.
there's
Yeah.
set
No.
rules at the start of the day.
Yeah.
Anything else, Catalin?
Oh, I didn't know what other numbers she had in her stack.
It's a good one, so it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not. What I wanna
Rexus,
use
you are
on
up.
enemy. Inky is still giving advantage to Fenian.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Ron falls. That's bad.
Kill
Yeah, Brexit.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
I'm not.
Still alive.
Yeah, he's like choking on blood. We're not blessed anymore, so that's a problem. But yeah, no, he's just gonna lean further into his rage and get real mad because he missed his first attack.
Why you oughta?
And
Oh,
the second
man.
one too. No, the bless.
I know the bless would really help there.
I was about to say, since I'm on the side where the wing is, go in and like try to take chunks out, just like pushes me away. I'm like
Yeah.
gnawing on his flight
It's just in
finger,
there.
and he's just
Stomp
like,
it. Stomp it.
yeah.
All right,
Like,
Wyvern's gonna go after. One is gonna be Rexus. Two will be Fenian. Fenian, you
sounds
are the
about
target
right,
now. It'll bite you. And it will miss with
No,
the bite
it
as it hits air, but the stinger is the dangerous one. Ooh, the stinger makes a purchase. Take 11 and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Ooh,
Ooh, you will take
that's not great.
14 additional damage.
Owie.
Ouch. Fenian, you are up.
I'm angry.
And the
So-
stinger hits you right in the shoulder, comes out. You can see green liquid coming out of the hole where it went into. You immediately feel yourself like get shaky, almost go down to your knees.
Yeah, he just like recoils from the fucking stingers. Like, God damn it, die already!
Thank God for Inky's help. 17 points of damage. He looks very hurt. Anything else, Fenian?
No.
Ron. Death saving throw. You could potentially die here if you roll a 1.
I'm gonna swing my sword, and I'm in like some like dreamland, and then I'm gonna roll my death saving throw.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
He can't roll once. He's a halfling now.
can't
Oh
roll one.
shit!
He can't roll once.
You can't kill me.
Oh my God.
You can't kill me. I was
thought you were
literally,
dead.
I was
thought
literally
you were
like,
dead.
I'm gonna go find another character sheet, and
Oh my gosh.
dude,
He can't roll fucking once.
Helm himself is like, I don't think
Shit.
so.
I was
You're
like,
not
I
done
just
yet.
hired this man
shit.
to be in my employ.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh my
my
God,
God.
man. I thought you were done, man. Oh, Jesus.
That halfling
That would
loves
have
me.
been
So
honestly
that
the
happened.
time that Greg lost a character to death saving throws.
Oh,
That
God.
happened. Holy shit.
What would have happened if I rolled the second one? Would it like do it again?
You would have died.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
You
you
would've died,
would have
yeah.
been a 1.
Yeah.
You
You
did
don't
that
get to
last week.
reroll once. Yeah.
You did that last week.
You
Yeah, that's
literally
right. It
can't
re-rolled
die
and then it
right
was-
now unless you roll double
Oh
ones
my
or you
God.
continue to
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah.
So I'm in like I think I'm in a dream state, and I'm trying to kill this wyvern thing, and then it's like the scene in Ghost, and Helm like just comes behind me and shows me how to use a sword.
No, you
Yeah.
gotta do it like this.
Yeah, and then we
Adeline,
go
you're
bowling.
up.
You've got to hold it tighter.
Yeah, it's like Happy Gilmore.
Madeline is going to
Yeah,
try.
you guys are on a boat together now, just sort of,
Oh my God.
you know, then. And he's like, gotta hold your shield like this. I mean, you can take an action to feed Ron a healing potion. I think you have
I
some.
don't have a healing potion because
I'll
I gave
be
it to
fine.
Fenian last week.
Can't you do like the help action and like just revive me or
Well,
something?
here's what I can do.
Can you go find a cleric?
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run and go find a cleric.
Run and go get help.
Yeah.
Katie's going to run,
Right,
swap
where's-
characters. Now we have a cleric.
I need an adult.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna see that he's still kind of choking on his own blood as he's laying
Yeah,
there.
he does. He seems to, take a deep breath like he almost died. Then you see him, he catches his breath. The
Yeah.
luck of the halfling.
So he's got 1 failure and 1 success, and technically he can't roll 1. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, hopefully I roll decent. I shouldn't have said that though.
He
'cause
can
now-
roll a 1, and he can roll double ones, possibly, because that's the kind of night that Ron is having.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm rolling a medicine check to stabilize, and
All
the
right.
DC on that is 10. So
You stabilize.
I'm-
You will be awake in 2 hours. If you leave him the way he is.
Perfect.
All right,
I think
Rexus.
he is
Well,
giving
he's
Fenian.
he's the only one with healing spells, so guess what?
Gonna be out for 2 hours.
Alright. Oh my gosh, this thing needs to go down. You've
No.
gotta be kidding me.
No.
Well, you have a second attack.
Big miss with the claws. You slip in the
I
mud.
know, but it's
Let your
There we
The
rage
go.
second
Thank
one
you,
does
goodness.
hit. For only 4, though, unfortunately. It's a
Let your
glancing
rage
blow as you're
consume
getting
you.
back up. Kind of get back up and you
I was
claw
about to
upward.
say rage is making me sloppy is what it is.
All right, the wyvern is up. 1 is going to be Rexus. 2 will be Finian. Finian,
Yeah,
you are
saw
the
that
target
happening.
again. All right, it'll try to bite you.
That's a
14?
AC
and
17.
the stinger. Ooh, catches you with the stinger.
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw,
Um,
please.
Oh, even if he takes enough, then.
Ooh, nice. You take half of this.
Oh, go, but this is bad.
It's not going to be great. Yep.
12.
'Cause guess what?
Oh no, Candace Finian
Oh.
is down too.
Yeah.
Ron, you are
Stabilized.
stabilized. Catalin, you're up. This might be our first DPK.
Shit. I'm literally going.
He's really hurt.
He's really hurt.
The wyvern is, yeah.
That's nice. You're talking to someone who doesn't really have any damage spells.
Didn't you take magic missile or something?
No, I didn't. I changed my mind.
God.
If I throw a ray at him, though, it's going to be at disadvantage because I'm too close to him, or
Yes, if it's a ranged attack. Unless you want to jump back, but he'll get an attack of opportunity.
I can use
All right, two
protection.
people are down.
Oh wait.
I'm at half health, and Rexus ain't looking great. How hurt does this thing look? Like
It looks pretty
Almost-
hurt.
almost
It looks-
dead, maybe?
Possible?
How high can you roll?
Well, all right. Well, my other thing didn't work, and I'm going to. This would be my last second level spell. All right. I'm going
Say,
to.
what else are you going to use it on?
I'm going to recast. You cannot maintain concentration on more than one effect. Yes, I'm very aware. So the other one should drop.
You can't move that web.
No, I can't move the web, but I can recast the. It's because it's anchored on a spot. I tried to move him to it because I thought that was smarter. Plus, it got him away from me.
All right, dexterity saving throw,
Right.
which he fails.
Okay,
Yay.
so he is on his turn restrained.
Oh, on his turn of restraint. Sorry, that's
Yeah,
right.
technically you would have done that at the beginning of his turn, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's fine.
And Inky's going to give. Well, if he's really. He's not really restrained right now, so advantage to Rexus' first attack from Inky.
All right.
Okay.
He's not really restrained till his turn, so.
You are up. As this
Okay.
web
right.
appears on the ground, it looks to be sticking onto its feet.
All right.
And it looks down. Two of your friends
Okay.
are already
Well, it's
down.
not restrained yet, but I get advantage on my first
Chunky
attack.
is like trying to do like the heart
And then I'm
compressions on Ron.
assuming he's gonna fail.
All right. Okay, fine. Advantage on my first claw attack. On.
I will hit for 8. He looks extremely hurt.
And straight up roll for the second claw attack.
Rip 'em to bits.
Yeah.
How do you kill this guy?
Oh my god.
I was about to say, because I was looking at my sheet and it's like, I got one more of the hangry jaws that I could bust out. Yeah, no, Rexus frickin', he's in a frenzy. Two of his teammates are down. Plus, there's that, nagging guilt in the back of his head that it was like, yeah, let's go do the wyvern thing. And everyone's like, yeah, this is a really good idea.
We all
Instant
die.
regret.
And,
Hey, in theory,
yeah,
it's
so
really good.
the, since he's still on the side where its wing is, I figure he's just gonna go and just, go, like, just pounce on the darn thing and, slash it. It goes down and he just starts tearing chunks out of it and stuff,
Yeah.
and it probably just
Hard out with
evolves
your
into
teeth.
just smacking in and stuff like
You,
that.
you actually
Yeah, so.
hear in like I'm like dream talking, like, don't destroy the wings. I need those.
All right, we're gonna continue with
Well,
the turn
hopefully
order.
the other wyvern has enough usable pieces,
I do
because
have to
this one,
question-
at least part of it's getting torn apart because
Penny,
Rex
give me
is
a death
just
saving
losing
throw.
it.
I do have to question if Rexus really cares if we dies, because I would think he's like, free lunch?
Well, I mean, like, one of the things, I mean, the party doesn't know
Adeline.
this, but Rexus's previous adventuring party
Wait,
didn't
though.
work out very well, so
Wait.
he's been very confident because this party has been working out well, and now suddenly, like, everything's going to shit, so he's,
Welcome to this part.
Adeline, you see this thing fall. Rexus is
Right.
completely occupied with tearing it apart. You see Ron, he's stabilized, and then you see Fenian. You could put a blade to his throat right now if you wanted to.
Yum yum
You
yum
could
yum
take
yum
the
yum.
the pages if you wanted to. He's completely at your mercy.
Mysterious
He is.
artifact is at your grasp.
It's really fucking tempting. All right, I've made my decision.
What do you do?
I've made my decision. I'm gonna, like, I'm already on like my knees because I'm assuming I had like pressure on like.
Yeah,
Ron's
you got
roof or
mud all
whatever.
around you. Yeah.
So then I'm gonna like crawl like the 2 feet over and like just look at him for a second.
Mhm.
Be like, gods, you don't even know how much I hate you. And I'm going to do a medicine check. And can Inky help me?
Not with medicine check, I don't think.
No, all right. I'm
You
gonna
make
try.
it worse. Give you disadvantage.
Oh, I
Oh.
fail. I'm
And
trying,
you seem
but I'm
to-
losing.
Rectus, you finally are done, like tearing this thing apart. You look over, you see Fenian laying on the ground.
Of course, this one's bleeding than the other one.
Yeah, I'll start to calm down and
Also, as soon as the wyvern's dead, the web would be gone too. You know.
I have
Thank you.
plus. Oh, I'm in the same as Catalan. I got like a +1 medicine. Can
I
we
saw-
work? Can we work together?
Please
Yeah, Catalan can give you
please don't
advantage.
skin me.
Please
Please don't.
That's
I
true.
don't
I
fetch
should
a
have.
good
I should
price.
have. I should have tried to get medicine and animal handling as
I'm
proficient
too supple
skills.
and not made for cold weather.
Well, yeah, that's the next turn. So, Catalan, you'd have to use your action to help him do this.
Yeah. Or on my next turn, I could get the advantage, right?
Yeah.
Because if
It's up to you.
if Rex is taking the help action now, on my turn, I can roll the advantage on the.
Okay, well then, yeah, we both have the same plus, so
Exactly. So it's the same person
yeah.
thing.
So
I'm just
I'll
thinking in
come
turn style
down and try to
order.
help you while you like do medicine-y
Yeah.
things. I'm gonna try to like
Yeah.
pinch veins and make them stop bleeding.
Yeah.
Literally the finger and the down. Just like
Yeah.
stop.
All right, roll with advantage.
Good lord. Well, actually, in the meantime, though, Fenian would roll another death saving throw.
Yeah.
His turn's before mine.
Splamby eyes.
Oh boy, pressure's on. As
That's
I'm
a win and a
holding the
loss.
wound, like a spurt comes out. I'm like, oh god.
I'm
It's
not a
getting worse.
halfling, folks. Just
That's
saying.
not helping.
It's getting worse. All right. 14.
That
Good
is
thing I
enough.
had advantage. Oh well, I would have rolled a 10 anyway. But
Fenian, you will be awake in 3 hours.
All right.
All right, so now you guys got to carry back a halfling, an elf,
I need
2
to sit
wyverns.
like 5, even though it's raining and it's cold. Is it cold, John, or is it just
I'll
raining?
say, what's my
No, I don't think it's super
character
cold, but it's, the rain makes it feel much colder than it actually is.
But I'm actually used to colder temperatures, so it doesn't probably piss me off too much.
I'm freezing.
Can
What
we
do you
just
guys
sit for
do?
a moment, please, while we gather ourselves?
You
Why-
do.
oh,
You sit in the mud, you put your
Blood.
back against the tree behind
Yeah.
you.
gods. And even though I don't have to, my hands have blood. I'm gonna wipe them on Fenian's clothes, and then I'm gonna vegetate myself anyway, so that his clothes are just dirty and bloody.
That's great.
And then I'm gonna sit on the tree and be like, I just need a moment because
I was about to say that
I'm
probably.
bleeding. What is going on? That thing bit me. How dare he? Ow. Now that I've had a chance to think about it, ow. Oh god, did any of their blood get on my blood? Oh god, I don't know if they've got diseases. The Fey Elf probably has diseases. I look at Rexus like...
Look at my skin. I'm jaundice. It's fine.
I'm gonna get liver disease.
So what do we do here? Do you leave the wyverns and come back for them later, or do you head back into
I'm too
town?
scared to do that. I'm afraid that they're gonna be like picked over or something if we disappear. Plus, these two are passed out. Although you could probably carry them because you're
Yeah.
really strong. Because
I was about to say, it's like, yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea to bring in the carriage, but
well, hindsight is 20/20, and I'm sure it would have tried to take off with one of the horses. So.
yeah, no,
I mean-
having panicky horses around
I mean, one
Doesn't
of you
this
could
guy
just
have a
go get
barn
the
near-
carriage.
Well, doesn't this guy have a barn nearby? Could we just
He
like
does.
hang out in the barn and not get rained
And
on?
you can see the farmer comes out. And he looks over the scene that's here. He's like, "Holy Jesus!
Hello.
Who's
Get him in the
Jesus?
barn! Get him in the
Your
barn!"
sheep are okay.
I'm more.
Those creatures are ours. Don't you touch them.
It's just you hear sheep come back everywhere.
Okay, but don't touch those. Those are ours. Property of this group of 4.
They're also
And
poison,
Chunky
probably.
doesn't leave Ron's side.
Right.
So yeah, I think you guys bring him over to the barn eventually, where it's drier, and put him in a couple of bales of hay. 2 hours go by. Ron wakes up finally, and then after that, Fenian,
rest,
you
John.
finally open your eyes. You guys can take a short rest.
I wake up
Yay.
to Chunky on my chest, just like
Yeah, just
Sleep,
jumping
sleep,
up and
sleep,
down,
sleep.
trying to.
Yeah.
And when you do get revived, he thinks he did it, and you can see he raises his 2 little arms.
Victory!
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, big fat D12 and I rolled a damn 1.
You guys had some bad rolls tonight, man.
Oh my
Your
gosh.
wizard level. Okay, so I can get a +2 spell slot back with my short rest.
Might as
Because
well.
I have arcane recovery.
There we go.
So
All right,
And
very
I
good,
used up
guys.
3 of my hit dice.
I think you guys find yourself in the in the barn. Ron, when you open your eyes, you can see that they flutter open a little bit, and Chunky's kind of right there. But behind Chunky, you can see there is sort of a plaque on the wall, and it's got a gauntlet on it as a symbol to Helm. It's like one of the first things you see when you open your eyes.
Does it look like a penis with 4 balls?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I recognize
definitely
that.
does. It looks upside down though. But
So the farmer is a
+2.
a follower of Helm.
it seems like he might be.
Did he notice my
he's a
cool ass
Helmian?
sweatshirt? Or
Well, through all the blood, it was hard to see, but
Oh, gotcha. Well, I imagine the rain kind of washed the blood away.
yeah.
So I imagine I'm wearing like my chain armor, but I'm wearing my t-shirt over my armor.
Yeah, you just have it like stretched on,
Stretched over, yeah. Um,
And the parts where it's like rubbing against the armor, like you get the little like t-shirt holes and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, they're generally followers of Mart Hammer Duin, who is the dwarven god of finder of trails, watcher over wanderers, the watchful eye. So
Yeah, like
it's little
that's a
bit of
real
different
god.
It's a real dwarven god. Yeah.
Yeah, right. There's only one god, John, and that's Helm.
So, Fenian, you finally wake up. You've been at the mercy of Catalin for at least 3 hours now. What do you do?
First thing I do is I actually check my my pocket.
Do you look into his pocket at all, Catalin?
No, I suppose after I stabilized them and Rexus dragged them into the barn and I took a rest and stuff, I've just probably been hanging out by the barn door watching the wyverns to make sure nobody comes along and scavenges them.
Okay.
So I'm just
So
staring wistfully out the barn door.
you leave the scroll alone. Still a
Yes.
mystery to you.
So
Although it's probably
Finian,
driving you crazy.
Finian would
Hate it.
see that the scroll scrap is still in his pocket, which means either Rex has helped bandage me up, or Catalin helped, or Catalin did it herself.
Yeah.
Or the
Regardless,
two of us tried to figure out what was going on and almost killed you.
Yeah.
regardless,
you
I was
had a lot of
unconscious
holes.
for an unknown amount of time, and she didn't pick my pocket.
She didn't. No.
So Finian's gonna get up
Get that sheep away from the wyvern.
and
Get away.
walk over to Catalin and not say a word.
Catalin is outside. The rain is let up a little bit. It's sort of just sprinkling out a little bit.
I'm
She's
watching
wet.
those wyverns to make sure nobody fucks with them.
Yeah, she's at
That's
the
our
edge of the gate,
money.
or edge of the fence, probably just like leaning up against it.
Get the sheep. Get
You
them.
hear the sound of
Get
footsteps
away.
behind you, Catalin.
Oh. I'm watching the wyverns.
Yeah.
I don't know who's walking up, but
Yep.
I don't know who you are, but I have mage armor up. So,
Finally.
Something tells me I'd still be able to hit you.
it's also a lie. I didn't cast it yet. I still have an 11 AC.
Finian would probably walk up behind you, and
God.
knowing you're like watching the wyverns, like go around your front side. And he's going to be begrudging when he says this, but he will say thank you. You could have left me out in the rain anyway.
Well, that was all Rexus. You think I could drag you to the barn?
Fair point. But you weren't a piece of shit about it. And you didn't steal what you could have. So here. And he holds out his hand, and in his hand is a piece of parchment.
It's not one of the blank ones you bought earlier, is it?
Are you going to take it? I could keep it for myself, regardless.
I'm gonna reach out and grab it, and as I pull it out of his grip, I'm gonna be like, not like you could read it anyway.
I guess here's the question for you,
Because we're
Catalin.
out in the rain, though, I'm just gonna tuck it in my jacket, because I'm not gonna unscroll it in the rain, washes away the ink, so I'm not that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tuck it in. Well, Catalin wears like a suit jacket kind of looking thing, like pants and a thing. So I'm gonna tuck. I have an inside jacket pocket.
All right. So you do. You take it, you put it away, and you go back to the barn. Do you guys head back to
No.
back to the town?
I'm watching the wyverns until we're ready to roll survival checks and fucking
Yeah.
Rip him to
in
shreds.
them.
Yeah. Well, we can sort of like montage that. So Rexus, do you go over there and tear them apart, cut them up? Just give me survival checks to see how much meat and scales and things like that. We'll attach a value to it.
Can we provide assistance in some way? Like if Rexus is saying like, hey, one of you hold the
Yeah,
scales
I mean, I'm
up so I
sure
can
one
get
of you
underneath
can.
it.
Are you going to do that, Catalin? I guess is the question.
Not exactly, but I was thinking I could be very useful in extracting its blood, which we could sell to the apothecary. That
Can I make
part
a-
I actually feel, smart about.
Can I make a wingsuit?
No, you can't make a wingsuit.
I want a wingsuit.
I could have Inky hold the flat back and call it that I'm helping. Oh, I'm also not concentrating anymore, so let me
So you
All
get
right,
back
so
into the barn
survival
as well.
advantage.
Yeah, you get back into the barn as well, Catalin. Do you look at the parchment? I guess is the question.
Oh
We'll
my
wait
gosh.
until we are back at either the carriage and we leave or the inn. Oh, it's morning, so we would probably take care of this and wrap up and leave.
All right. So 10's not bad. You don't get as much money as you would have hoped. You do collect a lot of meat, though. You get at least 2 weeks worth of rations out of it. You take a few scales and things like that. We can figure out what that is. Let me just make a note when
All right.
you decide to go and sell that.
Well,
We are gonna be eating good tonight.
All right, and I'm assuming you guys eventually make it back to Dead Snows. You're a mess right now. Do you want to stay the night there, or is it something you head out right away and head over to Kesselharp Keep?
Well,
from here, and I'm assuming it's like 10 a.m.? No, because we had to wait 3 hours for Fenian to wake up,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
So it's probably like, what, lunchtime? Like,
Yeah.
Like 12, 1
Yeah.
o'clock?
I think
Yeah,
If we were
right.
to leave, if we were to leave now for Keep Kesselharp, what time will we get there?
About 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah,
Oh, it's only a couple hours from here?
it's about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
Oh,
didn't
Well,
they
also
promise
too,
us?
get there by dinner time.
the hermit.
Well, the hermit, the schmermit. I mean, we can look for him.
Oh yeah. By the way, you guys do head back to Lady Arethra, and she gives you a big stack of furs.
Oh,
I'm just
She
saying,
says,
there's like
"There you go,
200 gold.
Rexus. Thanks for
Oh,
the
yeah.
help." And she gives you sort of a salute. She goes, "Sorry, your friends got hurt." She goes, "But here, these should get you about 200 gold
All right, 200 GP worth of
furs,
furs.
like bear furs in there, all kinds of different kinds of furs, deer, things like that."
I actually wouldn't mind visiting the apothecary, not only to just like RP the idea of selling the wyvern blood, but also I have an idea, so.
All right. So you head over to here. It's still raining out, and you walk into the rain, and you can see the apothecary is there. There's a man that there's no count or anything. He's just sort of sitting at a table. He's got glasses on, and he's a short human. He looks up, says, "Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
What can I do for you?"
Well, I first have a little bit of wyvern blood that I was wondering if you'd be interested in purchasing. I've heard that it could be used in
Oh,
potions.
definitely, definitely. He looks it over, and I'm assuming you probably have a big friggin' flask of it, as much as
Yeah.
you could take. He says, "I will give you 10 gold for it."
Well, actually, am I here by myself? I'm here by myself. No one really said they wanted to tag along, so I'm assuming
Well,
Yeah.
I would say I'm collecting the furs, so
you're collecting the first, plus you have the scales to sell.
Yeah, and there are all these
Okay.
little bottles up on the wall that have like all these different types of like there's a bone of there's a dragon scale up there, like troll hide a little bit, things like that.
Yes. Well, I was hoping to maybe negotiate more of a barter instead of for straight gold. I heard that's what you people do in this town.
And he goes, "Well, what are you looking to get for it?"
Well, uh in order to obtain this wyvern blood, two acquaintances of mine almost died over it. And I was able to keep them alive, but it's not really my specialty or forte. It was rather luck, I think. But anyway, I was hoping that you would have something along the lines of a kit that helps with that. I basically want a healer's kit, John.
You're looking for a healer's kit? Give me a
Yeah.
persuasion check.
All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming an apothecary might have something similar. Plus, I think they
Yeah, there are
all-
like books and scrolls here. There's surgical tools, all kinds
Yeah,
of little elixirs on the wall, things like
yeah.
that.
I feel like they're
All the
worth
typical
doing-
things you'd find at an apothecary.
Oh wait, I rolled the medicine check. I'm sorry.
All right, roll again.
Hold on. I'm talking about whatchamacallits, so I'm rolling the wrong shit.
Don't worry,
Had
nobody.
cattle in her user manual.
Oh my god.
He's
the
like, "I'm sorry, but this is not worth a medicine check. I will trade you a potion of healing if you'd like."
well, what
Wait.
about? Well, wait. You said
Wait.
that he had dragon scales. Would he
Wait.
be interested in any other parts of the wyverns?
Possibly.
Hold on, John. So he doesn't want to give me a healer's kit, but he'll give me a healing potion?
A potion of healing. One potion of healing. He has
I
a
feel
few
like
of
the healer's
those.
kit is worth way less than a potion of healing.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, okay. I mean, if that one is getting me a potion of healing right now,
Oh,
I'll
just
totally
take it.
take it.
Just take it and go. Just take it and
Take
go.
it and go.
I'm gonna take it.
All right,
Be like,
you got it.
"All
You
right."
got a potion of healing, and you need it.
Yeah, just a regular.
Like your little
2d4
potion of
plus
healing.
2.
Yep.
I'm not going to argue. I was just wanting to make sure,
He
that
goes, "That's fine."
that was something he wanted to do. I also have this, and I'm going to pull out the potion of climbing that I got,
Yeah.
that I stole. I don't really think it has the biggest of value, considering I have a lot of abilities that can basically mimic it.
He
How
looks it
much would
over.
you
He
be?
shakes it.
How much would you be willing, or trade, or anything like that?
Let's see. How much is a potion of climbing? I don't even know.
I know, I was Googling it myself. But the DMG, I don't know. I don't get the DMG in 5e because it doesn't give you prices, or at least,
So a potion of climbing is actually
look
worth
good.
significantly more than a potion of healing. And so he looks it over and he goes, "I'll tell you what, I'll give you 2 more potions of healing for it."
2 potions of healing plus the one for the
Mm-hmm.
wyvern blood. I'm going to shake your hand on that
All right.
because I
He
think the
holds his hands
healing
out.
is a little bit more useful than the climbing.
And he takes it and he goes, "Thank you very much."
Yes, you're welcome. Where is... I gotta find it in my inventory and delete it, the potion of climbing, and I gotta add 3 potions of healing. I don't know if I'm
So,
making good choices here,
where do
but
you guys go while Catalin is off negotiating with the apothecary?
I mean,
Do you guys head back to the carriage? Meet her at the front gate?
I probably
I'm
would
gonna
have gone with Rexus to get those pelts.
Yeah.
But
And then you guys kind of collect them, put them on the carriage, things like that. Um, it has finally stopped raining.
I'm gonna check in on the kids.
I think I took the healing potion out of my...
You do as you pass like the field. They're like, "Hey, hey, Ron, moo."
No, not the cows, the kids.
Yeah, I know. You got to pass them on the way though.
Oh, okay. Hey guys.
What's going on, Ron? What you doing?
Conky just like jumps up on my shoulder and starts talking to the cows.
That's very cool.
he's like spilling like universal secrets to the cows that you don't understand.
Things that man was not meant to know. Chonky thinks about them every day.
All right. So you guys head off, Catalin. I'm assuming you meet back up with everyone, and you guys get into the carriage and start to head off.
Well, is Rexus selling the scales here, or are you gonna try to sell those at the keep? Or I sold the blood for a healing potion, but there's the wyvern scales.
Well, John said we got some stuff, but he didn't have a...
I don't
Oh,
have
do
a
you
quite
wanna, like, calculate that?
yeah, I don't quite have a value associated to it yet, but
Okay.
I mean, we could sort of figure it out.
I was gonna say, can we like just retcon and pretend we took care
Yeah,
of it?
yeah, we'll do
Figure
that.
out the...
We'll figure that out when we start next week. All right, so you guys head off to the north, back on your way to Kesselharp Keep. Before we wrap
Here's
up
the
for
question: Are we going to do
evening.
anything about that hermit? Because he's got information about the caves.
Yeah.
He does, but apparently he lives in the woods east of Kesselharp Keep.
Oh, I got the
Okay.
impression. I thought he was
the
near
woods
the
by the
town
keep.
of Dead Snow.
No. He's near
Oh,
the keep.
okay. Well
I was
then,
like, wait.
He comes
Okay,
here
cool.
quite often, apparently,
There is
making
one
odd
thing
requests.
there is one thing once we get underway, John, that I would love to do in the carriage. And that's pull the scroll out of my pocket and start reading it.
So you look at the scroll, you start reading it. You can see it definitely matches with some of the notes that you already have.
Yeah.
It literally fills in one of the calculations for you. Do you put them together? Do you read it to see what it says?
I mean, without casting anything, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. I don't want to cast anything. But yeah, if I can like fill in the blank to complete it or something, that's cool.
You can.
Or if
Hold on
it
a
fills
second.
in my blanks to complete something, that's pretty badass.
This is what it has on there,
Correct.
and some of these runes that are written there, and you can tell the handwriting. It actually looks like your previous mentors. When you put it with the other calculations that you have, something strange happens, Catalin.
Okay.
You blow
Okay.
up.
Probably.
You're looking across from Fenian, and all of a sudden he just stops. He freezes in time. Looking out the window, you can see that the carriage has stopped moving, and everything just sort of just is frozen
God
for a
damn it!
second.
You broke time space. Thanks.
See what happens when I'm nice.
know.
I was
What do you-
about to say this is why they said books are dangerous.
Mhm.
What do you do, Catalin?
Reading
is
bad.
it quite noticeable?
Yeah, you're looking around. Everything has just stopped in time.
Noticeable.
Is even like the rain droplets like suspended in air?
Everything is suspended. Yes, the rain that was coming down, it was very sprinkling, very lightly, but you can see it. The rain has stopped in midair. The carriage has stopped. The splashing that was coming off of one of the tire is just frozen in midair. Do you get out of the carriage?
I think for the first time ever, a huge grin is going to spread on Catalin's face, but like not a snobby one, like an actual like and I think she's just gonna start laughing and like just walk over to Fenian and like ruffle his hair on his head and just be like,
do.
"Oh, I still hate you though." And I'm going to jump out of the carriage and start like
As you jump
touching
out of
all
the
the raindrops
carriage,
and stuff.
I'm starved to
You
take
look-
Like
off.
I'm smacking the raindrops and
you look at the front of the carriage, and the form of Zivius appears in front of you.
Jesus Christ! All of a sudden, I see that, and I just am
He
like,
says, "Ah, yes, I knew it would be you." He says, "My formulas are incomplete." She goes, "But if you have seen this, then I have sadly died.
oh, he's
I have found my
special.
echo here to help you on your journey. You see, I have left clues about where the formulas could be found, the arcanums." He goes, "I am just too old and weary to fight. When you find an arcanum, you will know it is correct. You will be drawn to it like a moth to a flame now. Each arcanum will open new spells and abilities." He goes, "Beware, Catalin, this is dangerous magic. When all 10 are found, you can reshape the history of Faerun itself. This is why I chose you. This magic cannot fall into the wrong hands, Catalin. I know you think you have something to prove. You don't, my child. They killed me for this magic because I would not give it to them. And I now give it to you. Find the arcanums, change it so that this magic never existed. I know you will do the right thing. Deep down, you care. You have a warm heart underneath that cold exterior and a brilliant mind. You will be my legacy." The next thing that happens is that you get a series of visions in your head.
Oh boy.
You see a restricted section of the Waterdeep Library. You see an underwater temple in the Sea of Fallen Stars. You see a dwarven stronghold overrun with orcs. You see an ashen plains in the Feywild, and a fiery volcano with a dragon flying out of it. You see the city of Menzoberran, deep underneath the ground. You see in Silvery Moon there is something called the Vaults of Spellguard. There's a tapestry there, and kind of get a quick vision of it. You see an ancient Myconid colony in the Underdark. You see someplace deep in the high forest with a gigantic tree. And you see the plains of standing stones in the Anarok Desert. All of these are locations where you find the arcanums. He closes his eyes. He goes, "This will be the last time we speak. Remember who you are. I trust you will remember me." He closes his eyes and the rain starts falling down upon you again, Catalin.
Oh shit. The carriage starts moving.
You get run over.
It starts
I'm
moving.
outside of it.
Fenian, she was sitting right in front of you a second ago. She just immediately disappears.
What the shit?
Roll a dex check.
Yeah, and then
Is the door still hanging open for the carriage?
The door is still
Yeah.
hanging open. Yeah.
The fuck?
And now I'm 20 feet behind the carriage as it's traveling along.
Ron, Raxus, you might want to stop the horses.
I'm just kind of standing there in the rain.
Did you duck and roll? What the hell are you doing?
Oh,
You've seen her do like vortex warps and shit, so you
Yeah.
This
but
is
like
very
literally, I was gonna say this would be different because like when I vortex warp, like you kind of like twist in space and then like you reappear somewhere else. This
This
was
you,
just
like,
like
blipped.
blink and I'm gone.
Like, you want to get rid of us that
well,
bad? Like, you want to get that far away?
Yeah. Yes. I will. Yes.
Get in before you catch a cold.
I'll get back in the carriage, and can I dry myself with prestidigitation? I know you can
Yes.
clean yourself, but can you literally like hot like blow dryer?
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right, and that's where we will end our session for the evening.
yay.
Prestidigitation. Oh yeah, because it says you can hot and chill something, so I just want to warm myself.
Yeah.
I know it says non-living, so I'll do my clothes. I'll warm my clothes. John, do you have that speech that you could send that to me though too? I'm sorry, I'm such a pain. And then I'm gonna have questions, but that'll be after.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently, these
got a week.
arcanums are mysteries. These are things that are going to finish out the formulas that you already have.
Yeah.
And they're all in different locations, and now you actually have an inkling of where these locations are. You know, it's like ingrained inside of your brain after reading these ruins that you found.
Yeah. I just have like areas though. I don't have specific like X on the map. So
You have specific X's on the map
Oh, I
in
do?
your mind.
Oh, I
You
thought it
know,
was
that
kinda
if you get close enough,
we're in this circle.
you'll be able to be drawn to it.
Huh.
Oh, like a locate object spell? Like a free
Kind
locate
of.
object spell?
Yep, like a permanent one that's been set on you.
Holy shit.
All right.
So, and apparently, from what you understand, this type of magic, you could change the world, is what he's saying. Change time itself.
I know. And that's why we need to have a conversation later.
Much
Alright.
different than what you thought it was going to be.
Yes, so that's why we need to have a conversation later. But that's okay.